Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the Everything and Nothing Show. I'm just one of your hostess with the mostest, Clayton Kisco. I have no funny tagline or wrestling thing to attach to, so I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm accompanied, of course, by the rest of the Maelstrom Gamers. With us today on this podcast, we have the bad boy, Steve Landis.
What's up? I don't have anything.
What you want? What you want? What you want?
I just realized that your box that I have is just a little bit too... There we go. Okay.
A little bit too what?
You were just a little bit into the other box that was empty, so
I think I
just fixed
move
that
around
really
a
quick.
lot from my box. You have to make sure my box is.
I know,
bit,
dude.
It's
It's
what up?
Alan sometimes does it too. You guys are crazy. You drive me nuts.
Wiggle worms.
You have no idea the pain. Ian knows a little bit because he had to do it.
You gotta track it.
And last but not least,
The most amazing.
the most amazing, handsome,
The most purified
talented,
water drinking motherfucker.
purified
in the
water
world.
drinking MRFer, the heartthrob, Rocco Avellino. Wait,
That was
what
the
was
heart,
that?
by the way, if you didn't notice.
Right. I wasn't sure if
It
that
was
was
the
heart.
Rob.
Harlem
It was
This
the Rob.
Shake or...
The
For
soul
sure.
beats so strong.
Guys, I don't want to jump into business right away. I want to know how you guys are doing. I want to know what to
Okay.
do in your lives. And
Okay.
also, most importantly, I want to know what you're playing.
Little table talk. Little table talk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my back is killing me right now because I've been doing like 3 days of some major yard work going on. Like I'm trying to that list of all those things that pile up, those to-do lists that you're like, man, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. And a month goes by. That's what I've been trying to cram in the past 3 days. So my body's shot right
Jesus.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my lower back, everything. It was like cleaning out the greenhouse to like removing all the soil that was in there to put it outside into a compost pile because we're gonna make a whole new aquaponics system. To getting out there and cleaning up the yard and stuff like that with all the trees that we had cut previously that have now grown back up. I've had to recut, just a bunch of different stuff. And now my back's like, ugh.
How many days are you taking off?
No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm
Today.
Oh,
right?
actually, today might be the day because we're gonna go out with my brother and stuff like that. So it's like
Cool.
our first night to be able to go out in a while and kind of get
Yeah.
drunk. And we'll see what happens.
You're going to be so sore. You're going to be so dry your legs are just going to fold underneath you. You're like, I'm jello.
Having kids, man, it doesn't happen like that anymore. So
Yeah.
the opportunity, you just you get hammered a lot faster than you
Oh my God,
expect
dude,
to,
one beer.
and it hurts so bad.
One beer in it, yeah. That's
It's
incredible.
you take 3 days to recover now.
So,
but-
all right, so what are you playing, Rocco?
Okay, so I'm playing. I picked up No Man's Sky recently.
We're going to talk about that a little later.
Okay. So I've been playing that one. Obviously, still doing my Smite thing. It has a lot to do with not the internet connection for me, not doing the League, which is.
So
I got that.
Yeah.
Okay, so internet went down because of a lightning storm last night. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I think it actually fried our router / DSL modem. I have to go buy another one because it's not working right now. That's why the internet went down. I was like, guys, I'm gonna get on. Okay. Something's not.
Do you have a
No,
surge?
you're not.
Do you have
No,
a
you're
surge protector?
No, I do. So it didn't come through. I guess not through the power, but possibly through the DSL phone line. Okay, because that doesn't have that.
What
It's not
happens-
plugged into I don't have a surge protector that plugs into that phone one that goes into the
I'm
cord.
not
So
going to lie. This sounds like, I had the homework, but my dog ate it.
no. I have a surge protector, but it doesn't have the one
The
that.
phone line thing, I don't
See,
believe
the surge
for a
protector's
second.
by the modem.
How can it not? How can how can it not through?
Because I've never heard
surge
anybody be
to
like,
the phone?
I was going to call you, but the lightning storm destroyed my phone and I have to buy a new phone. When have you ever heard somebody have to go out and buy a new landline?
Just now.
Shit. It's kind of
Like,
true,
that
but it's
doesn't-
plugged into a surge protector. I don't know why it would have fried.
I don't know, man.
Unless the
Maybe the
internet-
router was shitty to
Yeah.
begin with, and that's why you had bad internet. You just
No.
needed to do
It was the top of the line DSL router modem thing that I could get. It was $120 from Best Buy. It was the best one they got. I was like, bam, I'll get it. And then
Ugh.
and it's been like 6 months.
All right, so you're gonna buy a new router, and then you're gonna test the new USB to Ethernet cable, and
Got
then
it.
we're gonna see if you can even get on.
And I'll be leaking it up. And then you're gonna be like, oh, support what? Like the best
That'd be cool.
support in the world.
I had to support GoVarus the other day, so I banned him, and then he went Scion, and I was like, great, this is great. We're having a great time already. And then it shut down thankfully, and I got to
He was
re-queue
support Scion?
Yeah.
He's not that bad if he plays him right. You know what I mean? He probably wasn't playing him right though.
Well, we didn't even get to play.
Oh, well, trolls.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
trolls. Usually
That's
on your
That's how the
bridges,
game
but
is.
not always.
That's how the game
Mm.
is. That's all it is.
Steve knows all about those trolls.
Yeah. Steve, what have you been up to?
Being on himself.
Just working out and playing League and working.
You still been doing the workout thing, huh? Hardcore?
No, not hardcore. I actually cut down
bro,
to
what
like
happened?
3 days a week now.
What happened?
I was like, there was my pain in my shoulder, like a nerve or something like that. It started coming back a little bit, and then I kind of like took off a little bit, and then I've just been going back.
At least
Like,
you're
2
doing.
days a
At
week
least you're
instead.
doing
That's how it
something. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take yesterday off. My back. I was watching Xander the 2 days I took off from work, and my back is killing me because of holding him all day. I'm not used to that. So I was like, dude, I can't. I'm tired. I'm not working out. So I'll have to do
Yep.
it today though. Anyway.
You've been working out too? I gotta get in the gym.
Yeah, dude, I work out every other day, man. I mean, it's nothing. I do 2 sets, 2 exercises per
Yeah.
body part. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's
I
really
still gotta.
nothing.
I
It's
still gotta.
something, but
I
it's
still
nothing.
gotta do it though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But look, guys, if you're wondering what the hell this is all about while we're talking, and you're like, well, I don't know, what did I stumble into? This is the Maelstrom Gamers Everything and Nothing podcast show. Each one of the Maelstrom Gamers hop on to Skype, each bringing a topic for our discussion, but more importantly, for your entertainment. There's 5 topics total, no matter how many Maelstrom Gamers end up coming on the show. You can be guaranteed there'll be 5 topics, and each topic is its own daily topic, should I say? Monday through Friday topic will be on YouTube. And you can get all of that for free on youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel. And on Saturday, all those topics are rolled up into one. You get the whole episode. So maybe, you don't want to watch them one by one. You want to watch the whole thing. You can wait till Saturday and do that. That's, again, free. If you'd like it a little bit earlier, right, the MP3, the podcast video, and you want to support us, there's patreon.com/Maelstrom Gamers. You can give us as little as $1. Just $1, one time only. You just tip jar it, man. Just tip jar. If you find us, like listening to us is fun, entertaining,
I like
throw
the
that
tip
dollar
jar.
in there. Give us that tip. It's really
Little tip
helpful
jar.
and appreciative. You also get the chance to get your topic on the show.
Chance. Because we're gonna have to
Yeah,
pick out a name.
we're gonna roll it up.
Maybe. I don't know. How this
Let's see. Here's the other thing. I want to do another shout out. So we did Renee because she was doing liking and shared, and I noticed a buddy of mine, Joe Belovsky, who has his own business.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm ill prepared. I should definitely find that out. I'll give a shout out next time. But he's been liking and sharing a lot of our stuff, so I really want to give a shout out to Joe. He's got his
much
own,
appreciated. Appreciate the love, man.
his
I've been watching
business-
it too.
His business is crafting like custom like plaque or materials or like wall kind of ornaments based on like stuff that you like, but mostly it's video game related, right? Like, so I've seen
cool.
just incredible polished like trident stuff that you can
So,
just hang on your wall, or like Mortal Kombat
being
Dragon.
in the South, I'm used to like that being like animals up on the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You're
no, I mean-
saying this is something totally different, like
no, yeah, it's like a
wall
you
ornament,
find-
but done in a way like a gamer would love.
Yeah, I mean, it's
pretty cool.
either made out of metal or like wood, and then like polished and like painted. Really, so you can
Very-
get like the Mortal Kombat like symbol.
Yeah,
If you just want to hang
very-
that up in your like your guy cave or whatever, your big
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat
exactly.
fan, whatever you have an arcade in your garage.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so he does some of that stuff. He's a really talented guy. Work with him a little bit too. Anyway, thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
want
it.
to start calling out other people who are liking and posting, reposting our stuff via Twitter or Facebook. So look out for that coming up. So I told about the ways that you can get it for free, the ways that you can support us. The other free way to support us, like I was just saying, is comment, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I will shout out for the person who does it the most every week. And that should be it. That's the spiel. Let's get
Spiel.
started.
Spiel.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's start with my topic. I got the thing in the mail that happens every end of the summer. No, not even end of the summer. Usually, in my experience, happens somewhere in September. But it was
Anthrax?
yes, and I
hate
smelt
those.
it because I
Yeah.
thought it was sugar. I thought it was powdered sugar.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I was
You
hungry.
thought it was something else.
Right, I was really hankering for some donuts, and dude, I just seizured immediately.
But thank goodness X was there.
Yeah,
right?
so X was there. He drove me to the hospital, my
Yeah,
7-month-old,
I know.
and
Yeah.
he helped me in the
But
hospital. helped
before
me
that
and
happened, he had to wake you up with the smell of his poop.
I was
right?
out, and so
Yeah.
he had no idea.
He had to put
He
that
barely
butt down there.
talks, so he just had to whiff.
I had no
Whoa,
idea this
something
was going
fierce.
this far.
What's
I had
happening?
no idea.
Yeah,
What's happening? We're in the car.
I think
X
Rocco and
got
I
me
are
in the
playing
car.
like chicken right now, and who's gonna what are we? I will stop because the thought of my son waving his dirty diaper in my face to wake me up is
Dad,
probably
wake
as far
up.
as I'll go.
Dad, wake up! You're having a seizure.
Yes. No. I got basically a letter that, or a promo for Halloween ornaments, and I was like, God damn it, it's starting. It's already starting. This fucking shit's.
Yep.
And then it got me thinking. I was like, oh my God.
That's true.
Like I'm pretty sure I saw like I'm almost positive it was Christmas light bulbs as well, and I was like, Jesus, like
No.
when is Christmas, like is Christmas coming too early? Is my topic. Is Christmas coming too early? And so I wanted to look up a couple statistics about just like Christmas in general, because it got me thinking. I was like, all right, what is it about Christmas that like there's got to be a reason why they want to keep doing it earlier and earlier, right? So I was just looking on Statista.com, which is a really great site. You can pay for it if you want to like get all of the stuff, but they do have some free things that you can kind of just like scope out too.
Okay.
And I ended up finding some interesting statistics about the Christmas holiday. This is not about like the religion of Christmas. This is strictly the business statistics side of Christmas,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
let's see. We got some fun little tidbits, right? And I'll stop to talk about them a little bit. 2013 generated $2 trillion in retail sales, aka 19.2% of the retail industry's total sales. Theoretically, one day out of the year generates 20% of all of the sales in the United States, retail sales.
Wow.
That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts that I don't know, our culture has created something like this, right? Like that we just this is the day that we spend on people. Speaking of spend on people, the average dollar amount spent on Christmas cards is $30.
On Christmas cards?
Yeah. The
Well, I don't
average
know.
person
I don't-
spends $30 on
I guess
Christmas
we
cards.
send out Christmas cards, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not a
That's
big
so
card person.
crazy.
Sarah is.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten really.
That's
I've
what I'm
gotten
saying. I
better
don't
at
know
giving
if
cards, but-
we do or not. I don't. Yeah.
Do you guys? Even
I'll tell you.
if-
I'll tell you whose card though is on my fridge though. Is Yukiko and Alan's card still on my
That
fridge?
is. See, now that is amazing. But they took the
Because
time
they
and
did.
effort
They do a
into
really
it.
good job. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think they probably pay a little bit more than $35 on average though to send out their cards.
I think that's okay, because if that's your thing, that's your thing.
No, that's okay.
But
I'm
most
just
people
saying,
get that card, like, yeah, okay, and then they throw it out the same day. Like,
it's
is
just
it really
saying
worth it?
$35 on average is a lot for
That's
just
a lot of coffees.
Yeah.
That's $30. You can go out and get a good brunch.
I mean, if you're cool with that, that's cool.
Brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
brunch.
What?
Who gets brunch?
Brunch.
Dude, who doesn't get brunch?
Brunch is
Steve,
amazing,
where
Steve.
Are you? Do you even have a topic, Steve?
I'm a Leonard guy. I'm a Leonard guy.
Don't even litter me. Don't litter me. Don't you dare.
Yeah, I'm Leonard.
Oh, you are in world hurt.
Hey, so can you go back over that statistic again? You said the 20% in one day of sales. You're saying for the one event or one day?
Well, it's the one
saying
event,
that-
but like
that-
it's
that-
for
yeah,
a
the
one
20
day,
yeah, I
right?
gotcha,
It's this one day you're gonna
20%
get.
of sales done are in the entire
Well,
year are done in that for that one day event. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
dude,
That's a lot.
CBS, like we're already starting to put up Halloween stuff.
Oh, great, yeah, because you.
And the thing is, right as soon as Halloween's over,
It's Christmas time, right?
no, the Thanksgiving stuff. Like
Okay,
no,
no,
well,
I don't think you're right about
they
that.
put up the Christmas stuff like immediately right after. It doesn't matter, like
right after what? Halloween?
right after Halloween.
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
They put Christmas stuff
I
right
remember
up
a
after
day.
Halloween.
I remember a day when after Thanksgiving, Christmas came on.
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not crazy now.
So it was just for the
We're
one
playing,
month.
like,
It's like
Christmas
it started
music
like
and
December the
everything.
Oh,
1st.
fuck's
Then it was
sake.
like December the 1st is when like it was like okay, this is marketing for Christmas time. So they started putting that stuff out. And I mean that was a little bit more realistic because you're like, all right, it's giving me like 3 weeks to prepare. Let me go get my stuff if I want, put it all up before the event.
It's ridiculous.
But
So-
now they're like Steve-O just said, right after
Yeah, right after, man.
Halloween,
So-
it's all up.
So this is a related statistic, right? Promotions begin on October 1st. So Christmas promotions that begin on October 1st account for 15% of the promotion. So 15% of stores or promotions are starting October 1st. October
wow.
1st.
Before even Halloween ends.
Before Halloween. It's taking over Halloween. It's insane. It's crazy. So, but like,
Well, what are they selling? Like, what is it they're selling that people
Dude.
are buying? They're like, oh, I need to have this right now. Like,
Christmas trees could be a
no.
thing. Yes.
Buying
Yeah,
Christmas trees-
they're selling like little mini Christmas trees, like with little lights and stuff like that. They're selling like the little talking Santa Clauses and everything like
and people are
that.
buying those, Steve?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I have a statistic
Like
here.
light
Hold on.
necklaces and everything. It's just they're buying all that.
Shoot, I
Some
had it.
people, is this like it's like a fanatic like addiction kind of thing? Like people just like about like some people are about certain other things, some people are about the holidays, and that this one's like a big one. So this one's like a bigger one for other people. Like they're like, I just gotta do it. I've gotta feed this addiction. I've got to start buying like, because I've been into some people's houses and they've got like a freaking room of just Halloween. Not Halloween. Christmas shit. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
I know this year though, like January 1st, they had like Valentine's Day stuff up. Like January, like that week, the first week of January, they had Valentine's Day stuff up.
so
I lost it, but
I
anyway.
guess we as sheep really are that like susceptible to this marketing schemes then.
I mean, it's.
We're
I
gonna
don't
just
think.
like open it up to just be year round. They just start selling like all the stuff.
I wanted to talk about diminishing returns too. It's like, at what point is you get too sick of Christmas and it stops? Because there is a threshold, and that's what this is essentially trying to figure out. Is like, okay, well, where's the appetite for this amount of Christmas, right? I think it'd be interesting to see. October 1st is really like way too early for me. I would like it to just
But
start
50% of the stores doing it says that
15%.
Oh,
15%.
I thought you said
Smaller.
50.
No,
I was like,
15.
well,
I'll be
then
more.
there's obviously some hard fact there that says that it's buying right
Here's
now.
the other thing. There's some good stuff that's comes out of this too, right? Because it's not all bad, right? So employment from 2000 to 2015, 800,000 jobs were created for that.
For Christmas stuff?
Were Christmas-related jobs, right?
Or like selling it or
Yes.
making it or, yeah, I gotcha.
Holiday season sales account for $79 billion for that year. And I think
Okay.
it was 2015. So that's also really
$79
good.
billion.
Oh, here's the statistic. Yeah. That's a lot of money, right?
That's
that's-
a mark.
That's good though, because it helps the economy, right? Like
Yeah.
it's people putting money back into the economy.
So
So
what
I
is
think
that
that's
in
really good.
taxes and stuff too?
Oh yeah, question that. Trees, 33 million real trees were purchased for an average of $35 in 2012. 33 million on average for 35. So 35 times 33, what is that?
35.
You guys buy
times
real
33.
trees?
I did.
I don't buy any trees, to be honest.
That's 100. That's
Rocker, you don't buy any trees?
that's $1 trillion
No trees at all.
in trees. Unless I'm doing that math wrong. If I'm doing that math wrong, comment, like, subscribe at the bottom. So yeah, so
I'm gonna
that's a
comment
lot
right
of
now,
sales on
like,
trees.
terrifying.
We bought a tree once, a real tree, just to see if it was what was cracked up to be. And the thing was really annoying because all the pines fall. You got to clean that up, so it wasn't worth it. We bought a nice. And it takes forever. Like, you got to pick it out,
It doesn't
bring it back.
smell that
set it
bad
up.
though. I like the smell of it inside
Yeah.
the house, But
Oh,
other
okay,
than
air
that,
freshener.
like you just said,
yeah,
it's
air
just
fresheners. Yeah.
air fresheners.
Seriously, you could. That's
really true. Yeah.
Here's the other thing: 47% buy their gifts online now.
Yeah, I could see that definitely being the.
Right.
the
I don't
That's
like
growing.
buying stuff online. Are you guys online people?
Yeah, dude,
Absolutely. I mean, it depends on
I
what it
hate
is. So if I'm trying to buy clothes, I'm very cautious of buying my clothes.
Yes, I don't
online
buy clothes.
because
Yeah.
I never know what the outcome's going to be. Like sometimes it's like, ooh, perfect fit, but there's a lot of times where I've been like,
Right.
ooh, that was not
I
at all
never
what
buy
I had
clothes
expected.
online.
They like false advertised that or whatever the hell happened. But everything else, like technical, electronics, like any of those things, it's gonna be the same exact thing if I bought it in the store or if I bought it online. I'm gonna buy it online and have it delivered to my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clothing, that's about the only thing. Or food. Really the two only. I even bought ladybugs online. Like, you could buy anything online.
Ladybug?
I couldn't find ladybugs in the stores around me, but I found them online. 4,500 ladybugs for $20.
Oh, that's cool.
All right,
It
back
was
to
Ladybugs. Oh, sorry, my bad.
we can get ladybugs for Christmas.
Anyway,
presents.
I'm
For
just saying.
just as little as $1.
I got one more statistic that I thought was interesting. Christmas bonuses. Now, I know, Steve, you're lucky. You're going to get a ton of Christmas bonus because you work at the amazing, awesome CVS that treats all their
Yeah.
employees really well and backs
Yep.
them up and supports them.
Absolutely.
But other
Not
people
a
are not
corporate
as
company at all.
exactly, but not as many people are as lucky as you, Steve.
No.
So with that, 69% of the people polled here via Statistica do not get holiday bonuses. 24%, all of them get bonuses. 3% only non-executive employees get it, and 4% only execs get bonuses. So I don't know if you guys get bonuses. I've
Well-
worked at a couple places that give like $100 Amazon gift cards and stuff like that, which is nice. It's cool.
This will be my first time around within this company, so I don't know if it's there's gonna be bonuses around. But
Yeah.
the only place that I ever received bonuses on a holiday was when I was working. I think it was like 14 to like 18. It was at Dog Lovers, a dog retail store. She would always give out bonuses, like $100 or $200. You're like, oh my
That's-
gosh, yay! Like it was
She did?
huge for us. Like when we sit down, we go to dinner.
Steve, she didn't get you any. Though.
Yeah, when we would go to dinners, she would give us those bonuses. Yeah.
Steve got a different bonus.
I did.
Yeah, he didn't get the same bonuses I did. We lived in the same place.
You know, it's funny because like when I'm in an interview, I'm absolutely asking. That's like do you have any questions for us? I'm like, what is your Christmas bonus situation? I would
Say that? No, really? Like, I'm not. I was gonna say because we're gonna be like, you're like, okay, we're not hiring this fucker.
Whether I will like
Great
accept this
interview,
job
though.
offer is how your Christmas bonus situation.
Sir, I just want to
is,
let you know 20% of sales are done through the Christmas time. Our purchase, what are you going to give me for my bonus
There's
at Christmas?
an average cost
so
of
that I know that
$35 for a
that's when I'm going
Christmas
to
tree,
be buying stuff, and I need to have a bonus then.
So yeah, so that's Christmas statistics.
That's hilarious.
That's Christmas in a nutshell. It's coming early.
I think this is all turning into a big marketing scheme, man. It's all that it is.
I
It's
mean,
just
they're profiting off of it for sure. But I mean, again, I think it showed that the jobs are being created pretty cool. It's putting billions of dollars into the economy again. Like, I think it's good. I think you need it's a necessary evil. Now the taxes thing gets really interesting because that's a lot of money that goes to the federal government, right? And I don't know. There's people who think I'm straight liberal Democrat, but there's fiscal conservative that I have. Small taxing government in a sense. So I kind of wonder about that. Like, that'd be nice if that could just maybe not be taxed as high. Wouldn't it be interesting, like for Christmas gifts, it'd be like a write-off?
Well, I think that they're looking at it like, hell no, not write-off, because 20% of all sales done in a year is
They're
done
getting
in
a lot
that
of money.
day. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That's like saying you're forfeiting 20% of your income, really. Like, you're like,
I know.
no.
But I mean, if they want to stimulate the economy, that's
true though.
You know,
I mean, but I don't think that's the objective behind that, right?
I mean, it would be so amazing because it'd be such Christmas spirit to be like, we're gonna give.
The hopeful side of me would say, yeah, let's go. That.
No, you're being very
I don't know if
objective, and I appreciate.
I don't
that.
know if that's gonna happen, though, but that would be nice. Yeah, because that would stimulate the economy.
Yeah, somewhat.
I do like
maybe,
the job stuff there. What I don't like though is I don't like sales pushy stuff down your throat constantly, and what I feel when it comes around in October the 1st is that I'm being drowned out by Christmas shit for 3 months, and I'm like, oh, like even November 1st, if we just left it on that day and we had 2 months, that's a significant difference.
In the 15 years from 2000 to 2015, $630 billion were generated in retail sales. Steve, what would you do with $630 billion?
Buy a house.
Really?
Yeah. A really, really big house.
A really big. Who's gonna clean that house?
Donald Trump.
Are you gonna when he goes to clean the house? Are you going to have all the
gonna be
doors and
huge.
windows lock on the outside, and then have a trailer pick up the house and bring it over to Mexico?
No, I'm gonna build a wall and I'm gonna stand on the other side of it, and Trump's gonna be on the other side cleaning that place.
I don't know. I don't know if $630 billion would get you. I mean, I'm pretty sure
It would give me a pretty good wall.
pretty good wall.
Pretty good wall.
I'd go own a country, like just
One
like
of those
Really?
small
What would you
islands
call it?
outside of
What would
Hawaii.
you call
buy
it?
this country,
What would you
and
call it?
we're just gonna put up walls around this country, and only sane people and rational people and logical people can come and live. And
I think I would just.
So they would just talk to you before they go in?
talk to whoever the person is that's gonna be that guy, because I'm not gonna do that for my day. My day is gonna be just
Guys.
trolloping around.
We're talking about
listening.
Christmas, and I gave you a scenario where you had money and you selfishly spent it on yourselves.
No. I was gonna let people come in, and we're just gonna create a
That's-
different community, and
That
then
is- no.
rise the humanity as a whole.
This topic is over.
And we're gonna come out. And
This
give our
topic's
gifts
done.
Hey,
to
all right,
everybody.
if it's
we created.
if it's
Here,
over,
we're-
we're cutting. There's another topic I was talking to Amber about the other day. It was about Olympians, and they have to pay taxes on their gold medals.
What?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they have to pay taxes on their gold medals.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. Prove
That's-
it. That's ridiculous.
Prove it. I love it. He's
Is
like,
it
on the
income?
gold
Is it because it's like its actual metal value and its income? Because that's weird. But it kind of makes sense. But that's ridiculous.
How does another country tax them? What if they don't have the same tax rules and stuff like that? How's that
I'm
work?
talking about the American ones.
The American ones.
Well,
Let me
you know
read-
what? They get a lot of endorsements in Wheaties. So
Yes.
let them have fun. We're going on our next topic. Rocco, it's your topic.
Okay, my topic. Let's get crazy with it. Let's get crazy with it.
This
I don't know
is
if which
for
one I want to
US
go. I got two different topics. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with right now. Let's flip a coin.
Heads.
Steve, how do I get this page off of my screen right now? You kept sending stuff to me, and I don't want it to be this anymore. Okay.
I want it to be. I don't want this to be.
I don't want
what it
this to
is.
be this way anymore. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about.
Let's
Let's make this a topic about No Man's Sky.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I picked up No Man's Sky. Was it? It was like the first day it came out, which was I think the 9th or something like that.
Very recent. No Man's
Yeah,
Sky. And
the
those who
9th,
you don't know, you're like, what the hell is
about
No
a
Man's
week and a
Sky?
half.
What do I care about this game?
Okay, so yeah, about that. It's a well, not just PlayStation 4. It's a video game. So my understanding is this.
Isms.
My understanding is that it was like they created it off the 64 line of codes, and it was able to generate infinite possibilities through that, so they can create like infinite universes and galaxies and stuff like that. Now, which sounds amazing and great, but what I've seen in just a week and a half of playing, and this is, maybe it would be different if I was a month and a half into the playing, but as of right now, not just from my own reviews, but also from my brother-in-law's, who's been playing this often too, is that it seems to be a little bit like repetitive. Like so it's a space exploration game where you're going to be doing like mining for materials, and you're going to create with those materials new weapons, new mining materials, new spaceships, new jetpacks, all different kinds of things. You're going to just improve that way. And it's an exploration too as well. So you're going to be going throughout the universe, exploring different planets, and like discovering new alien species and stuff too as well. And you can name them and do all these different things. But what I'm finding out is that it seems to be like, okay, there's a spider walking across the floor, and then in another planet, that same spider has maybe like horns, and he's flying though. You know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't feel like there's much of a difference in the worlds.
That sucks.
Now my brother-in-law has gone through it further than I have, and he says it gets a little bit more different, but still doesn't feel like you're really walking into a whole nother universe. Not universe, but another solar system, realistically, or galaxy.
So it does feel it sounds repetitive a little bit.
It's very repetitive. And then the other process is the mining process, which is like that's really all there is to it right now. It's just like okay. Now
what was that for those who
now,
weren't seeing?
Okay, mining.
That was mining.
Okay.
And this is the creation process of the new. That's all you really got. That's
Very
your two
cool.
different routes of playing the video game right now. And then in space exploration, you got your shooter and stuff like that. You can play with
Right.
the fighting in the space, and really it wasn't the greatest experience that I think it could have been. Now here's my brother-in-law's take on it, and I kind of see exactly what he's saying. He says that he feels like it was still in alpha mode, and they were just trying to release it as fast as they could to kind of get it out there.
Yeah.
That it still there was a lot more to it that they were should have been done before this game was out, and that this game just feels incomplete right now.
Well, I mean, they
Or it-
also said the other phenomenon about this game is that this game became bigger than itself, and expectations rose way too quickly. This game was never supposed to be the game that everybody, that a majority of people ended up wanting it to be. It was really supposed to just be this fun experimental game. It wasn't supposed to have all of these bells and whistles. So I think your brother-in-law is correct, but at the same time, I think this is by design. I think this game is coming out the way it was supposed to come
I think that's what the developer was trying to say the first day it came out. It's like, hey guys, I think a lot of people are going to have their expectations about something else.
That
I mean,
sucks.
this is also
That sucks.
coming up and following up behind the idea of a game like Star Citizen, where everybody's all over it. Star
Right.
Citizen's supposed to be a full exploration game that's capable of any and everything you can really you could do.
Right.
Whether it combat, mining, whatever you wanted to do, like trading, bartering, and traveling, and then
So there's no
and then
battling?
you're following up with no, there is battling. First off, it's
Against players, or just
first off, it's all NPCs. Supposedly, it's not an
Okay.
MMO, but it kind of is. It's
It
like an
has to be,
experimental
right?
game, like Clay was saying. It
Well,
sort of
Alan-
is and it isn't. In the sense that it's so big, they expect that nobody would ever run into each other.
each other. Yeah, that's what Alan was saying. He
But
said
at
you
the
could be on a planet, and he could be flying over it.
But at the same time, really though, it's not like it's an MMO in
no.
any way.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So
at
there's
least
players
I-
out there, but you just
But I don't know.
if it's an NPC or
game
if it's
itself-
a regular person.
The game itself is labeled as a single player game.
Right.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, suppose if other players via stream were capable of knowing they were in the same areas and
So
stuff.
is it like a Minecraft then? Like, can you build like?
No,
houses?
dude. No.
I'm just asking 'cause I have no idea about.
Yeah.
this.
So if you could not interact with anything, so Minecraft minus any interaction, and the only things you can do is pick for coal, but it doesn't change the environment. Like you know how you can dig in Minecraft, you can't dig.
Right.
So
So it doesn't change it at all.
Yeah. So you get coal, and then you would build some stuff. I don't even know how many materials are there, Rocco. How many materials can you mine?
Well, I mean,
tell you
so
the truth,
tons
I'm
of
bored
right
already.
now.
Okay.
Tons of them, like titanium, iron, plutonium, and on that sense, it's pretty cool.
Plutonium.
Because it's like I don't know, it's kind of showing you at least the chemistry behind things. Not the chemistry, but at least the term behind it. So you can kind of maybe like learn something there. But other than that, like I get the experimental side of the creating 64 line kind of deal. And if I'm wrong there, sorry, write down in the comments and stuff like that. Let me know. Correct me, please. I don't like to throw out misinformation. But that was what I believe I had read from an article. And that idea is really cool. Okay, so you're just creating infinite like world with that line. But like maybe if it had like, and I don't know how this works, but instead of 64 million. You know what I mean? Like, and would that mean that my aliens would never look ever the same?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
so
Like, or
that's
the,
what I
the
want.
planets and stuff like that. And if that's the case, I don't think I would mind this game as much if it was just that simple, basic concept of exploring and mining and creating. If it really was like totally different from one planet to another planet to another planet, like you would expect to see in the universe.
And
You
I
know what I
also
mean? I don't
would
think that
want
I would
to
have a
see the
problem.
environment somewhat tied to the way the creatures or species have developed.
Yeah.
Like if it's a complete gas, big
Like,
giant,
have
right?
fully
I wouldn't
super
expect
gas.
anything.
Okay, this is. I'm watching
walk
like a
or
video
have
on
legs.
it. Like I'm watching a video on it so far. I mean, it looks cool, like the way you scan the environment and everything. But the animals are just sitting there, like they don't attack you. Like
Some
I
of
mean,
them will.
these are
No,
giant
okay.
animals, and these guys just walking around them.
No,
And, like,
some of them will, but most of them don't. You could like feed them, and they're like, "Oh, I like you," and they just
and do you
stand there.
start off with a spaceship, or do you have to like get the materials to make your spaceship?
You have a space, so everybody starts off on their own planet, and their spaceship is crashed, and you have to go mine for the materials to create the products to repair your ship, and then from there you're gonna end up being able to go from like that planet to like a different part on that planet. You can fly around, but you can't yet warp drive from one planet to another until
Now,
you.
do you have an air
warp
supply?
drive. An air supply? Well, it's like a life supply, not an air supply. So like you
Okay.
have like a bodysuit, and that's so your bodysuit, your jetpack, your laser beam, slash
Yeah, I see. the
like
gun.
mining slash weapon, whatever you want to develop it as, and your ship are the only things as of right now I've seen that are changeable. Like you can make your life suit have more life, your jetpack have better boost, your ship have more.
So there's
fat-
some progression mechanic in there.
Yeah, but small. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing there to keep you in the game, really. And to find the center of the universe. But it's like, but if I'm fucking bored on the outside of the universe, I don't know if I want to spend the time to go find the center. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not catching me right now, and I don't know. If
I think it needs that level of Minecraft crafting and building. I think it needs two things. I think it needs the progression mechanics that are prevalent in Minecraft.
It needs the creation process.
That's what I'm
like
talking
that.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs that. Like when you go to get a ship, you can't mold even the ship look. Like you can't change out that ship front end with that back end and make it the ship that you want. Like
But
you get
also-
these ugly ass ships, and you're like, well, I don't want to buy
But
that
there,
ship.
there should be multiple things too that you
know?
can do, right? Like you should be able to build a space station. You should be able to build like a greenhouse a la Martian, and with like food and stuff on a planet, and like different planets will require different materials to like house that greenhouse and like make it work
Yeah.
in the different like vegetations.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. And then I think you're right, Rocco. I think there just needs to be more work put into a generator of random environments and species.
Even in
to
the
make
sense
it
of
feel-
like you get only a certain amount of slots per thing, you can't even upgrade that. So if you were like, I like that ship a lot, that looks like the best looking ship that I could find so far. But I can't upgrade its slots, so I can only have 12 inventory slots versus a
Yeah,
ship that
goes my
looks
internet.
terribly ugly,
Yeah.
and it's got 25. And you're like, but I want to upgrade this one and do whatever I can to kind of make it like better. Why isn't that creation process is not
Yeah.
there, existent right now?
The other thing that I want really quick is something like sliders. Like I want to go to other worlds that are like Earth, and like it's fun. Like theoretically, they would have a similar timeline to us because they've evolved like us, and so there would be a World War II. But in this universe, like it was just a little bit different, or like like Hitler won, or
like a jumper, kind of like a parallel universes jumper
but
game. Oh, dude, super sick.
yeah, but like it wouldn't be a parallel universe. It would just be a different Earth that evolved differently, that had like just small different outcomes. Like the nuke went on New England or Germany instead of Tokyo, or not Tokyo, but Japan, and like, what does that look like? Like, I want to explore that world a little bit.
That would be pretty cool.
But I don't know how you can
like the Native Americans won the war on the United States,
something
and then
like that. Like
something wild happened,
right? Like how do you give me that information, because that's a ton of work. You can't build that. Like, that's insane, right?
Yeah.
So do those worlds, can you just spectate, or can you just look at and read their history, but they have too high defenses, so you can't actually go in, or that's not part of your job as a researcher. You're just researching species. You're not going into intelligent life forms, because that's too much. That would be an interesting way to get around it. So you never actually go to the planet, but you read about them, and maybe there's some cool concept art that you can like kind of look at or whatever, like touch on them, but not actually go and interact with them.
Very cool idea,
right? Like, so like, give me Stevie needs to get back on. So like, give me something like that too, because that would make it really fun. Anything else that you want to say about No Man's Sky? We'll get Steve back and then we'll wrap up.
I think I understand where a lot of people were coming in there with a different kind of expectation too as well. Like, a lot of the trailer concepts and stuff like that felt like there was going to be a little bit more. Even so, like, here's the thing. Like, I get that a lot of people had expectations that were really unrealistic, but then there were some realistic expectations too. Like, the game should be enjoyable and fun, and that wasn't met. So that, I think, is making up excuses all you want, but you should have put a little bit more into it. I think that's where that comment of, I feel like the game was just not fully developed yet when it was just thrown out there, might be why I feel that way, because it just doesn't feel like it was to capture people in any way.
Do you think like my initial inclination is that people have tried it and they've kind of walked away now, and I like, even if this game came out with a patch, it probably wouldn't be significant. And I think it's gonna be really hard at this point to get people to come back to the game, because I think the fallout, like, most game sales happen within the first 2 weeks, first week that it's out, right? Now that most people who are gonna play it have already played it and kind of left with meh experiences, I doubt
like
any
bad taste in their mouth, and then I'm sure they're getting bad reviews
unless
right
it's
now. I haven't looked into
significant
that,
improvement. I doubt people will come back.
They would have to change the game.
Yeah, right.
Or he could just
work on another No Man's Sky 2 at this point, right?
But I don't know if people would go back to that. You know what I mean? Like, I think they would just be like, unless you're gonna tell us before we even go to buy it that it's gonna be completely different and show us proof. Right. Then I'm done. Nah. Yeah. Then I think everybody's still waiting on that Star Citizen, feel and expectation.
That's never coming out. We know that's never coming out.
Dude, I would love for a game like that to come out, because that would be awesome, phenomenal. I mean, I see how unrealistic it is too to try to create something like that. But I mean, huge. How phenomenal it would be to be able to do what No Man's Sky was trying to do, at least with the exploration of like infinite possibilities, but then create like worlds within all that too as well, like a community. Like, take a WoW and put it into space, and now you've got a space station that's now the cities, and you got to travel, and your PvP is through spaceship and first-person shooter. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know. Sign me up, man. Take my money.
It could just be like 5 different solar systems connected with each other. You know what I mean?
They really want to get
that. Just be that, and that would be cool with me.
Yeah. Well, there's Destiny, but that also fell flat on world building.
Yeah. I mean, they started actually talking about patches and stuff like that, though. Destiny did start.
Yes.
They
got better for sure. They got me back in.
Yeah, they got a lot of people. They were listening to their community, and I think they changed a lot of the game and the way it felt and played. That it's totally not the same play as what it was when it came out first day.
Okay, let's go on our next topic as we try to get Steve back.
Okay.
I'll do my best to. I mean, it's just you and me, but we're basically going to talk about. This is going to be tough because I need to keep adding him back to the call.
No problem.
Favorite pizza styles. I said, whoa, seriously.
Oh,
Siri heard me and was like, "You want to talk about pizza styles, Clay?"
I like your pizza styles.
Yeah. I want to know what you guys' favorite pizza style is. And I don't know if you knew this, but there are statistics on pizza. But and I'll get to those in a second.
Don't tell me those yet. I want to see where mine lands.
Yes, exactly. There's also there's more than just thin and deep dish style pizza, right? Because here's the thing. A place that I used to work, we would talk about stuff like waffles and pancakes, right? That's where that topic came from. But we'd also talk about pizza, and it became very like, it was everybody, well, careful, because Clay is very passionate about the fact that New York style pizza is the best and only pizza that one should consider, like especially compared to Chicago's deep dish pizza, because this shit's disgusting, in my opinion.
You like the thin crust then?
Yeah, New York style. Well, so here's the thing. There's New York style thin crust, and then there's thin crust. There's Chicago thin crust. There's a lot of different types of thin crust, right?
Okay.
I just want to open this up to what your thoughts were on favorite pizza styles. So we have Neapolitan, right, which is very like Naples inspired, like old school Italy, right?
Okay.
You have.
What is that kind of dish? Is that like a thick pizza dough? Is that a thin pizza dough? Like, what are the real Italian pizza? Because I've had pizza in New York. I've had pizza in
going to a
Massachusetts.
Domino's in New York does not count as having pizza in New York.
I didn't go to a Domino's in New York. I went to a hole-in-wall pizza joint.
Sbarro doesn't count either.
I didn't go there either. I went to New York. I went to on Times Square area in a hole-in-the-wall place and ate some pizza. Off the side of Times Square,
well,
like down one of the alleys.
Here's the thing: there's a bajillion pizza spots in New York, naturally.
Yeah.
So there's more ways to screw yourself.
Where is your most famous, the most amazing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know New Jersey. I know New Jersey well. But what I'm saying is like a lot of people go to New York and be like, I didn't really.
I'll tell you what. This is what I thought. Okay.
You know.
Before you go into the different styles of the pizza,
Yeah.
here's my preferences. I will choose a thicker crust over a thinner crust most times.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, a thicker
Are you
crust.
talking about deep dish?
Like deep dish, yeah, a thicker crust, like more dough to the pizza than the thin crust, which is like really just, Now, here's the thing. I went to New York, and now everywhere I've had that thin crust, I was like, In New York, I had it, I've had oven, what do you call them? Oven cooked pizzas, or I'm wanting to say oven roasted right now for some reason. Oven fire cooked pizza. Okay.
Brick oven
so I've
pizza.
had those at places before, and I've been like, and it's like New York style, and it's down in Florida, and it's just nothing. So I went to New York and I had it there, and it was oven cooked fresh, and it was thin, and I was already thinking like, fucking thin crust, it's not my pizza. And I started eating, I was like, man, this is actually a really good pizza right here,
It's like Sweet Melissa's.
It changed my mind about the thin crust, but not change it like that's my preference still. You know what I mean? I still choose the deep dish preference, but that was an incredible thin crust taste. Now here's why I like deep dish.
Are you sure you're talking about deep dish in the way that you should like?
I mean, I don't know if I am.
Deep dish is like this thick.
Okay, no.
Yeah. You just want a thicker
like that, like regular, like okay. Here's Papa John's regular crust.
Regular crust, yeah.
Like that's what I like.
Okay, but Papa John's is not a real pizza place.
Dude, whatever. Don't hate on Papa John's either, because I love their pizza. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's okay. So I get what you're saying. Neapolitan.
Here's why I like that, though. Here's why I like that.
Okay.
Because I like a lot of sauce, and I don't like a lot of sauce on like not much bread. You know what I mean? Like when I get the thin crust, and I like sauce. When I'm saying sauce, it's barbecue sauce. It's not tomato sauce. I like barbecue sauce.
I mean, they make thin crust barbecue, like they make New York style barbecue pizza.
It's not the same. It's very like dry. You gotta
put it in the oven.
No. I'm saying it's just like because it's like there's not much sauce on there because there's not much dough in the first place, so they got to make a thin layer of it. And
you're a glutton, is what you're saying. You just like it all is pouring in my mouth. You're gross.
Anyways,
you're a gross human being.
Anyways, that's why I choose the thicker crust.
All right. You asked earlier what a Neapolitan pizza is, right? It's thin crust pizzas made in a wood-burning oven, right? Usually have a puffy, wow, I can't even say that. Cornicone? Lip or end of crust, right? So very, it's very puffy.
It's like it's got that bubble in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, the dough from this style of pizza.
That's the way I felt that New York one was. It's like a flaky kind of thing,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So see, that's the thing is that's what I mean. You might have went to a place that was like a New York style Neapolitan, right?
Right.
It wasn't a New York style pizza, so because they have that too.
Okay.
So they have Philadelphia tomato pie, which looks like it's thick. It looks disgusting. I'm gonna skip over it.
That doesn't even sound good.
They have Roman pizza. This stuff looks like you get.
What are
it
we
at a
talking
gas
about? What's
station.
the topic?
Favorite pizza style.
So he's explaining the pizza styles right now.
Yeah, they have it on.
Wait, if you've done Chicago style?
Yeah, I don't like Chicago style.
It's
It's
so
not
bad.
Okay,
pizza.
so explain Chicago style real quick though.
So deep dish pizza, right?
Okay.
Let me get to it because these guys
A
do
little bit of sauce, like very, very, very little sauce.
No.
Yeah.
So deep dish is basically let's see.
That like
It's all
There's a
bread.
lot of fillings, ingredients acting as fillings rather than toppings, right? So it's got a buttery crust, chunky tomato sauce, lots of cheese, and lots of like basically toppings on it, and it's layered with like sliced mozzarella.
That's the glutton pizza.
Yeah, it is. It's like you don't. It's like really like small because of how thick it tends to be, and it's like a pie. It's more like a pie, and it's gross. It's not pizza to me because there's just so much bread and so much sauce. Like, you can have like one slice and you're good to
And
go.
then you're like, oh my god, I'm done. I'm full. Yeah.
They also have stuffed pizza, which is popular in the Midwest.
I'm not
as well.
big on that either. That
Then
stuffed crust stuff, like,
Mm-mm.
ugh.
Then the Chicago thin crust, which is like probably the worst pizza I've had ever. It's round, but it's sliced in a grid, right? And it's thin, so it's like really crunchy and like snappy. Like the dough is not even that soft, like you would get at other thin.
Yeah.
And it's just like the cheese tends to be burnt on the side. Like I don't know.
Okay, so what do you mean by like another thin that's soft still? What kind of pizza is that?
That's like New York style, like where it can have like a little bit of crunch at the tip, but like the dough is soft
Still
and it's
soft,
like fresh, yeah.
like the regular. What I'm thinking,
yeah,
regular.
yeah.
Okay.
But like this
okay.
Chicago, like it's snappy, like you could snap it in
Yeah.
half, like that's how.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
like
I'm.
that.
That's what I'm used
I
to.
like
the
that.
crunch is
You
the
do like
snap.
that kind of. Okay, so that's like
I
a
don't
Chicago
like that.
thin crust.
Yeah,
Like
don't
I just tried like last night. Me and Amber, we tried out this place called Mellow Mushroom.
Yeah,
and
they
their
have
pizza,
that.
their
in-
pizza's amazing. Like I love their pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What is
it's not
theirs
bad.
then? What is mellow mushrooms? Is that the Chicago
It's-
style?
It's like
Thin
not
crust?
really. It's like thin. Yeah, it's thin crust and everything like that.
It's super
And-
thin though, right? And that's why it's like crispy and crunchy.
Yeah, it's crispy and crunchy, and
Like
it
a
was kind of
cracker.
like, yeah, kind of, but like not too crackery. You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
guess.
It was
yeah.
good still.
Stop being racist, Steve.
Then they have like the jumbo slices that you can find in New Jersey, Brooklyn, DC.
What is that now?
They're like New York, but giant. They're just like
okay, so
much
just
bigger.
the same New York style pizza, just a big
Ones
frickin-
you fold, pretty much like
You
Sbarro.
always fold pizza slices.
Uh-oh, he said Sbarro.
Yeah, he did. Here, I'm sending you guys. Basically, this is a gallery of all the different.
I'm not opening it.
Okay. So anyway, that's pizza
Seriously,
styles.
when I
and-
when I ever get on the internet, I'm talking to you guys or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
like,
exactly
fine.
what I
my
said.
internet crashes, so like
That's
I have
fair.
no
No,
idea.
man.
They have like
Okay,
these-
so I know the New York style right there.
no,
Still,
that's Neapolitan. That first one is Neapolitan.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the New York style.
Wait, you scroll
Yeah.
down that quickly?
It was already like open to that one for whatever reason.
Okay, it says New York style, the round thin
Yeah.
crust. That is the perfect best pizza
No,
ever.
no, that's not.
It is. That is the best style of pizza, hands down.
Okay,
Hands down.
why? Explain your experience
It
there
is
that
the
makes
perfect.
it
It is the okay. You can eat it with one hand. It has the
Okay.
perfect amount distributed of sauce, bread.
Okay, hold
and
on a second.
toppings.
Hold on a second, because you're already telling me that
The
that's the style
crust
you want.
is
But what is it, the
soft.
toppings for you? What's your favorite with all that? So explain it right now. Why is this the best one for you?
I just told you the distribution of the different ingredients, right?
Yeah, what
sauce,
are?
Sauce, cheese, and then if I'm picking my best toppings, I'm doing olives, onions, peppers, and sausage.
Cheese, olives, onions,
Peppers.
onions, peppers.
Yeah, it's a supreme pizza. And then you see the tip, like right, like the triangle, like 20% of that, if it's done right, it's got such a crisp to it because it's so thin, right? And the grease is just kind of solidified, so you get that first bite when you fold into the pizza is nice and like crunchy, but
Gosh,
like
like
gooey with sauce. and cheese.
salivating.
Yeah, I know. And then the rest of it's like it's soft, but because it's thin, it's got support. That's why you can fold it. So it's got a level of like solidness to it, but it's still like soft. It's not like snappy, crunchy like that horrible Chicago thin crust pizza is.
Okay, so let me see.
So that's why I like that. I like Neapolitan because it's very gourmet-esque.
Yeah.
Everything about it is rich. The dough, because of how soft it is rich. Usually has some kind of olive oil like base to it, which tastes really nice. And because of that, usually the ingredients are very minimal, right? You're gonna have tomato, cheese, and maybe a basil margarita, right? You're gonna have like maybe just a cheese type style, or like it's not gonna have sauce, so it's gonna be a white based thing.
I'm trying to figure out which one I would choose. Okay, I like
choose
this
this one?
I know this one I like.
Also, they have French bread pizza, which I found interesting.
Dude, here it is. This is the one I like. Every time I have one of these pizzas, I'm like, best pizza ever.
What is it called?
It's I didn't even know it. Detroit style.
Ooh.
I don't think I was even aware of a Detroit style pizza until digging in and doing some research on this topic. It says where it is so described, very close to Sicilian style pizzas, it is
Yeah.
also known in other places as the Italian bakery style pizza. It's like nice and doughy, you know. It's got a little bit of the burnt edges.
It's like Elio's pizza.
crunch. Elio's pizza. Where's
You
that
know,
one?
like the stuff that you bought in the grocery stores.
Oh,
They're,
yeah.
frozen.
Okay, but I like
Okay.
that. So what I like on the toppings of that, because I like that doughy. When I go bite in, it's nice and soft. And
Yeah.
on the top, though, is obviously I was telling you, instead of tomato sauce, I like barbecue sauce, because I like, as my toppings, barbecue sauce. I like there to be chicken. I like there to
I
be
can get behind
onion.
this. I can get behind
that-
this. The Detroit
bar-
pizza's respectable because
Yeah.
it's manageable while still deep. It's still manageable. I respect it for not trying to be something it's
the
not.
deep-ish,
It's square.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the square thing.
Makes
It's got nice bite. Every
Yeah.
bite, even when
still
you get
eat
to
it with
the
a
outside.
hand.
Yeah,
You're not
still
eating
eat
with a
one
fork and
hand.
knife. Yeah.
If you want to.
No,
And-
that's
and
not
when
how
it-
you eat pizza.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to,
No,
but
not if you want to. There are rules.
Look at this
Someone's
guy.
eating
What
pizza
rules?
right
I am.
This is so good. This is perfect. I couldn't ask. This is awesome. Look at that. So that's these. Look, that looks like a very like
outside of
soft,
that,
dough-y,
when you get
It
to the
is.
outside to that,
like
it's
regular
like
crust.
the difference though with that one and the other one, the Detroit one, is the outside when you get to the crust part, it's crispier there. So you're gonna kind
Yeah,
of get
I think
that
that's interesting.
that's
That's a cool. I like that.
that thin.
It's a
thin-
good texture
I
change,
never
right?
even
You-
knew that though until you just showed me this. I was like, I don't even know what to call my favorite kind of dough pizza.
The more you know. Hey, look. So Rocco, you learned something. You're enjoying.
Yeah.
You're entertaining. You should probably throw $1 in the tip jar or on
Oh,
Patreon.com/gamers because it's just $1, and that was great because you learned something.
Yeah, I did.
Time for some statistics. Let's learn some other stuff, right? I went back on the site statistica.com, found some stuff on pizza, which I think you guys will find interesting, right?
Mhm.
Let's see.
Wait, does that say that barbecue chicken pizza?
Okay.
style
Favorite
is the
crust
best?
style as of 2016. So I found out basically between if you're 70 years or older, the baby boomers, the Gen Xers, and the millennials, what their favorite styles of pizza were.
Okay.
And I find this interesting because I think we've all pretty much. I said New York, you said Detroit, Steve, you said regular.
No, I like thin crust.
Thin crust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thin crust. But there's you realize that there's different types of thin crust, right? Like that's
That's what we're saying, bro. There's different types of thin crust, Steve.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
There's New York style thin crust.
yeah, it looked like you like the New York. No, you
Yeah.
you said you like the Chicago because you like because that's not snappy. That the crust you had in your hand was folding.
it was
in.
snappy last night.
Okay.
Yeah, you like
It was
the
snappy
Miami.
last night. Now put it in the microwave. It's kind of foldy.
But
so-
but mellow mushroom pizza is not. It's not. That's not Chicago style. That's
Huh.
it's kind of it's like that's actually like a pizzeria.
Well, I like
style, I
Chicago style. I mean, now I
thin
like it a
crust.
little bit thinner than that.
Okay. All right.
The Chicago style.
So we have our
thin
3
crust.
different pizzas. Okay. So grandma's favorite, the 70 years older, I'm just calling the grandma generation, is thin crust. They love thin crust, and it's followed by regular
I'm a
crust. It's not
grandma.
even close at that point. The baby boomer, also favorite thin crust, followed by a tie between deep and regular, deep dish and regular crust pizza. Gen Xers love thin, followed by regular and then deep. So we're seeing a pattern here. And then millennials, get this, they love stuffed crust pizza,
Ew,
followed
no, they
by
don't.
deep dish, and then tied with thin and regular. What this means to me, ladies and gentlemen, is that
'Cause we're
our
old school.
the world is doomed.
Yeah,
if thin crust it continues to get smaller and smaller. We need to make America's pizza great again, and we need to build a wall, and that wall needs to stop out all deep dish pizzas from coming in to our homes and our restaurants, and we need to keep the thin crust in there so that people.
Yes.
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 And we need to get rid of stuffed crust.
Yeah,
that needs
we
to
need-
just get off the options.
Actually,
You
I'm
got
not-
you got my vote, Clay. You got
Yeah.
my vote.
End
So-
of the world if that's the number one for the millennials.
So Rocco, you appreciate this. Baby boomers, the least thing that they liked was stuffed crust. They agree with you in your hatred for stuffed.
They're like,
I
"Get out of
don't
here,
really.
stuffed
I
crust."
think it's a fun gimmick to have cheese in your crust. Like, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. But whatever.
Have you had it though? Did you try? Have you tried it? No.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It is
You're
pretty
like,
gross.
No, I don't need this. This is
Yeah.
just like.
Dep- Also
Have you guys
depends
had
where you
Gushers?
get
We're
it.
very much of a glutton.
Depends
Who
where
likes
you get it
Gushers?
though.
Who likes Gushers?
I do.
I like Gushers.
Oh, you guys can both get out of here.
Get out of here. You get out of here with that.
Get out of
All
here.
right.
You don't fucking bite into
Baby
something
boomers.
different.
Okay, baby boomers and millennials both like Sicilian pizza the same.
Okay.
Thin crust is even among all. A thick crust is even among all gens. Like they all basically like it the same amount,
Same amount.
percentage amount.
So that's the
Millennials-
best option if you're trying to buy pizza for everybody.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. Millennials like French bread the most.
Okay.
Grandma doesn't even have it on there. So out of all the generations, they like the French bread the most. It's not their favorite, obviously.
I
It was
like
the
French bread the
um,
most.
the stuffed. But grandma does French bread is like they don't
Not
get out
even-
of here, Frenchie. They
What?
don't even like it.
French bread? What?
And then
No.
2% of all generations don't even eat pizza. They say they don't like it. Something wrong with
That's
that 2%.
those guys are aliens.
Yeah, they are very much aliens.
Why do you
Yeah,
not like
they
pizza?
they're clearly you can distinguish between the human and the alien by if you like pizza or not.
Yeah, right. So this is also another interesting statistic, is its pizza crust styles among U.S. consumers as of January 2016. Thin crust is at 29%. Regular crust is 18%. Deep dish is 15%. And this seems to be very, like, this makes sense to me. Thin
Mhm.
crust has the royalty of it all, right? There's
Over
just
all of them.
you know what I mean? And then you have regular crust, which is every other pizza joint that's a chain. And then you have deep dish, which is the second biggest thing. And then you have stuffed crust. Then you have thick crust, which is what you like, Rocco,
Mhm.
trailing at 9%. French bread seems to be this new riser coming up, which is
It's
interesting.
a French bread pizza, just
French bread would be. I mean, French bread is
never even
delicious.
need to ask for it. I
So,
like French bread. So.
Sicilian is behind it, and then there's no preference behind
You
that.
guys haven't named two of them. Like I remember when I ordered from because the girls like Pizza Hut, they like the hand tossed instead of the pan because their pan is like greasy.
Hand tossed is just the way that you make Neapolitan. It's the way you make
Okay.
thin crust.
Wait,
And
you make-
I
Pan
know
pizza
I
is
noticed.
deep dish.
I was gonna say yeah, because their pan is just like a weird kind of like bread. Like it's really puffy and greasy.
Yep.
When you squeeze it, it's just
That's like deep dish.
yeah.
It's
I don't like
gross.
Sorry,
It's
I didn't know if
disgusting.
those were part of it. 'cause
And
it
if
says
you
hand-tossed
out there
pan.
eating deep dish, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
No, you can eat whatever you want. I don't care. But I still
Guys-
will judge you silently.
I will still judge you silently.
But I will say this, like, I think Neapolitan is super special. If you find a place that has it, dude,
Yeah,
it's gourmet pizza, right?
Yeah.
If you can-
it
it's-
has to be a good place though, because like I've had it before where you're just like, that didn't come out good. You know what I
So
mean?
what would you
Like,
say the California, whatever pizza kitchen? What do you think theirs is? Because
Dude,
like
it's a chain. Don't go, if you have the option to go to a mom and pop shop or a chain, don't go to a chain. Don't go to Pizza Hut, don't go to a Melon Mushroom. Don't go to a California pizza is like personal regular crust pizzas.
yeah,
okay.
regular crust.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're most of them are thin. Like at
I
least
thought it was
I want them to. They're thin. They're just thin crust.
I mean, if it's like Papa John's, we said that's regular crust, right?
Yeah.
If it's thin crust, then that's fine too. But
Papa John's crust though. I
what
like
I'm
Papa
s-
John's.
it is very. I mean, yeah. Look, I'm not hating on. What I'm saying is, if you want to like try something new, try to go to a non-chain place, right? So if you do
Yeah.
want it, like in Neapolitan, they have like really good just ingredients. Like you'll have some like ham on there or prosciutto or whatever. Like it's some like cool ingredients. Again, it's all rich in flavor, so you're getting that kind of style as opposed to just
Okay.
you know
Neapolitan.
pepperoni on a.
That was just
thing.
ice.
They'll
not
choose
just ice
different
cream, guys.
cheeses too. They'll choose
just
different
ice cream.
cheeses. And the cheeses are delicious. That's
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
So they'll melt totally different cheese over the top, and you'll have whole tomatoes on there, which is a little bit different, but like it gives it
I like
totally
whole
different
tomatoes.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Romaine
you go to
tomatoes.
McDonald's and then you go to like a good burger joint. You're not necessarily
Yeah,
like, moving
guys.
up, but like it's just prepared with a lot more like thought and combined
Love.
with love,
Mhm.
and it's like
And quality of
yeah,
like
quality of
ingredients, too, though.
ingredients. Yeah, it's super good.
Super.
All right, enough about it.
Yeah,
Let's go on to our next topic.
'Cause I'm
Rocco.
hungry, man.
Let's go.
I want some pizza.
That's why I got some pizza.
I know.
Rocco.
I'm like, now I'm thinking
Rocco.
about like where I'm gonna go
Rocco.
get that Detroit style pizza. I'm gonna start looking that up.
Dude. Eat it
Like from
tonight.
here on out, I'm gonna know like how to make the best pizza for myself.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
I can't wait.
All right, Rocco, your topic.
Oh. Okay, guys. My topic is, let's talk about, is it true or a myth? Atlantis.
I can. You're definitely not improv.
I was trying to
right
find
now,
like a
for
cool name for like the tie of the topic or the.
I like
the
it
name.
though. I like the idea of this. Okay,
Is
so
it
there's
true
fact or
or is it
fiction.
myth? Like let's just fact or fiction,
No,
right?
no. I'm naming things that have been done already. Fact or fiction.
Okay. Table
Real or
talk.
false? That is table talk, but that's not.
Yeah.
Uh,
Saying different topics.
myth or.
Legend.
Ooh, I like that. Myth or
They're both
legend.
the same though. They're just like.
Well, legend.
but-
no,
Legend can
legend
change-
implies.
legend's like true.
Legend.
True.
Yeah, myth
Yeah, okay.
implies that it's
Like-
not.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
why I
say
like it. So
legend
myth or
or
legend.
myth.
Yeah.
Okay. Myth. Myth or
I made
legend or
something
legend?
up.
or myth?
Let Rocco. Let
Legend or
Rocco.
myth or
Okay.
myth or legend?
Go ahead, Rocco. Open up.
This episode. Wait, this is all this episode.
All right, Rocco. I know what happens when I put you on the spot now. Let's try one more time.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
again. This is the myth or legend.
Okay. You need a tagline, Rocco.
No, come on.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, hold on.
Uh,
This is the topic of myth or legend, Atlantis style.
No. It's like time to play or time
Oh.
to find out.
Time to find out if this is myth or legend.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
in
this.
now.
There
I'm
we go.
in. Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
There we go. There
Fuck
we
it.
go.
Atlantis.
Yeah. Let's talk about Atlantis, myth or
Let's talk
legend.
about Atlantis. Okay, guys.
I've
so-
been there, so it's definitely a legend.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, what is it like?
It's there's a lot of gold.
Okay.
It's wet. You
Very
like every bench you go to sit on, it's just
Like-
puddles of water.
Yeah.
Very
You have
annoying.
kind of like
So-
half mermaid to survive there.
Yeah, wear a swimsuit.
Okay.
Some swimmies if you can't swim.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so with all
uh,
that being said, though, Atlantis.
Yeah.
It's been mentioned before about like from Plato telling a story and stuff. It's been talked about in Stargates. You know, we've had this story like perpetuated throughout history, and whether it's got some truth behind it or not, we've heard plenty of different stories. So there's been a lot of different people that try to like explore, try to find Atlantis. They've tried to find them off the find this continent, continent off the coast of South Carolina, saying it was a few 100 miles off the coast and it should be there. Then there's been some other studies saying that it was actually off the west coast of like the California area, and
Really?
they between like Hawaii to
I always thought it was Atlantic Ocean.
Easter Islands. Okay, and the reason why they say that this is a possibility is because back in the 1900s, the beginning, like I think it was like 1920 or something like that, they were seeing coral reefs at that time down in those areas that were shifting away,
Yeah.
which is the supposed of what happens between continents of like when they're rising and falling, and that this continent essentially, if it had existed, would have been now a coral reef that's moving away lower and lower into the sea, where other parts of land are coming up. So in the 1920s, between these areas, between Hawaii and Easter Island, they had seen these coral reefs, and now they've dramatically deeper. But as well as that, on these islands that are spread out so far apart from one another, there is like the same kind of, they're finding the same kind of species of animals, same kind of species of plants, all these other different things that say essentially that it would seem as if there was some type of land bridge at some point in time, where these species, animals, all these different things were able to go from one another. And that's why you find them scattered throughout hundreds of miles apart from each other, all sharing these same attributes. We're talking about Easter Islands up the left side of South America, and then Hawaii far out Pacific Ocean west side of the United States. You know what I mean? So it's like in that there is say that Atlantis could have been in that area, that could have been where the continent had existed at that time, that there, say 65,000 years ago, if that was the case, because there's all the different kinds of sayings about when Atlantis even existed.
Yeah.
for example, like what I'm looking up right now, when did Atlantis exist? I just asked this question.
11,000 years ago.
It said 9,000 is what some said. Okay, so Plato said Atlantis existed 9,000 years before his own time. So yeah, like
11,000.
Yeah, exactly. Every place you can imagine, kind of thing. So like there's sayings of like it existed in 360 BC is when it sank, you know, or that it had been around 11,000 years ago, yada yada. What do you guys take on this? You know, you guys think that this is a possibility? Because there's a lot to say about what Atlantis had and the Atlanteans themselves. Some say they were just you know, people. That was it. There was nothing to it. It just existed. But there were people that had existed at an earlier time, in a civilization at an earlier time than what we had thought for human history. There's some that say that they were extremely advanced beings that didn't use technology the way we see it, that they were in tune with, like, they wasn't communication and talk, it was telepathy and all this other different stuff was happening, that they had this more advanced understanding, and then there was some
I'm not sure I believe telepathy and like advanced technology. I think that's the myth part of it, but I think that there's a possibility that it really existed. They say that it potentially was the island, which was well forested, was located by the Straits of Gibraltar. And that there was a war
off of Europe, right?
Yeah, and that there was a war between the Anthians and Atlanteans, and apparently the Athenians came from Athens.
Yep.
So that would make a lot of sense, and they say that it was an earthquake that caused the island to be destroyed. Which, I mean, I could see that. I'm not aware of many islands or bodies of land that have been destroyed by earthquakes, in the sense that like it's gone, it's under the sea. Yeah. So that would make more sense. I mean, I get that, if that, you know, but at the same time, that had to happen like in this time frame for us to really kind of see that kind of situation occur. Like that would be saying that happened in human history, in any written history. Yeah, that I have not seen that happen.
Right.
So,
because there is that theory too, as well, like you were saying. That's the written history side of the possibility of the Atlanteans, that they were like the sea-bearing people, and that they were mapping out like crazy, and that they were having a rivalry between, I guess, some other sea-bearing. What did you say it was?
Athens. So the Romans, the Greeks, the stuff like, which makes sense because they share the Athens. Pantheons, right? So you have like Poseidon was a very like prominent person or god, a part of the Atlanteans, right? So they have the Greek gods too, which makes sense to me. But again, okay, if it wasn't an earthquake that caused their destruction, you know, what was it, and why aren't there any remains, right? I also read it interesting that the Egyptian priests referred to the declamation of heavenly bodies, meaning meteorites, which caused devastation on the planet. And the Egyptian priests understood from time to time that there were serious natural catastrophes that involved fire and water, which they had been largely immune. They attributed these to the actions of the gods. So like there's
been tons of things that I've even read too as well, like way out there. They're like, are also that say that every 13,000 years polar shifts happen, and then that's what happened to Atlantis, is that a polar shift just occurred and it just sank essentially that piece of land, and that was all it was. And another one that says that this is a far-fetched, wild one that says that the people at that time were this is really far-fetched, and it's a really awesome story. And and for entertainment purposes alone, I suggest everybody out there that's watching to go check out on YouTube. It's called Spirit Science. And it talks about Atlantis and stuff like that, and it's just got a lot of like research he's tied to it, but he's also tied parts of like A to B or A to C without like somehow like, what the fuck are you doing there? You know what I mean? So like I said, just entertainment purposes, just watch it. It's about an hour long, but it's pretty cool. But what it explains is that like these people could have, you know, potentially, he's saying that they did. We're enlightened beings, we're very spiritual, and that they set up these energy vortexes essentially on Atlantis, like to draw the human society together. Like these are like the leaders that what you would call the Jesuses and Buddhas and those messiahs. That there was a group of them that were all trying to kind of bring humanity and upgrade. Like think of like consciousness as an evolution. They were trying to evolve consciousness. So they put out these energy vortexes and blah blah blah. 12 different ones. 10 of them were all filled by the humans at the time, which they called Lemurians, which were just the human beings, all got to this place. They all filled out those different 10 vortexes, called them cities, erected them up, and they were all based off the vortexes were drawing people energetically, supposedly based off of their attributes, so that they could work within that society in that little city. So it's like if you were a certain kind of person, you would go there or there. There was 2 other ones that were left over, and this is pretty awesome right here. This is where it goes, woo! You know? 2 other vortexes that were being drawn, and anything in life that has a vortex, there has to be something that goes to it, is what this guy says.
Yeah.
Hebrews were drawn into the other one, and the reason why Hebrews were is because I guess supposedly it was like a lesson still needed to be learned that wasn't learned in their evolution, and they had to do that evolution over again. So when they came into Lemuria, the relationships between us were really good because they were teaching us things that we didn't know at the time. They were a little bit more advanced. At the same time, it was like right brain, left brain kind of deal. Like they were opposite side, teaching us things we didn't know. We were more emotional beings and more loving, caring, kind of like right-sided beings, brain beings, and we were kind of sharing each other, a good relationship. Then supposedly the other vortex drew in Martians. Now, Martians were, I guess, a million years ago.
This is crackpot, man.
And this is what I'm saying. This is how cool this theory is. It's like entertainment purposes alone.
Yeah.
Just like listen how beautiful this story is.
Okay.
A million years ago, Martians, you know, Mars existed as like an Earth-like place, but I guess essentially, like any living being, is this view coming from here? To understand this is God, essentially. You know, be able to create anything you want to do and do anything you want to do, whatever it be. And they wanted to cut themselves off from this like wholeness that they were like a part of. When they did that, they essentially they became like super selfish individuals and not about a wholeness concept, that they destroyed their planet and their atmosphere. And while destroying their atmosphere, they had tried to find out how to escape. And the way that they had found out how to escape was through this portal. The portal ended up bringing them to our place. Now, this was Martians that are like...
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
This is supposedly like what happened. And then a meteor eventually comes down like thousands of years later, right? The relationship between them, it's really bad. It's like he describes it as a 6-year-old man and a 14-year-old girl. Like, and he's got technology, but no emotions or anything like that, no other different sides, and wants to just suppress. Like when they first came here, supposedly wanted to start a war and just take everything all over,
Donald Trump.
But didn't have the numbers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that would make sense. Donald Trump doesn't just be a Martian.
Well, he looks like one. So.
Or at least genetically down the line of a Martian. Like of some super selfishness. Anyways, it just says like that eventually down the road, they built this like neutral kind of relationship in a sense that they just kind of live not liking each other kind of deal. But then a meteor comes down and the Atlanteans are like, we need to just allow things to happen and let things happen the way they're supposed to. And the Martians are like, no, let's shoot this shit down. And they're like, no, we don't want to do that. And eventually they let it happen. And what happens is that from there, like Atlantis goes away and then everybody breaks apart essentially. And that's where you get the different kind of like personalities or human existences that exist. Like I said, though, go to Spirit Science.
Sounds legit.
Steve.
No, that's what I'm saying. He'll go from like A to B or C or whatever, and just you're like, whoa, how the hell did you get there? But entertainment purposes, it's really freaking cool. You're just like...
Yeah, supposedly there's supposed to be like a great being that's been alive this entire time since then. Like supposed to be like I wouldn't say in the middle of the earth, but like...
Oh,
yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Like what the Buddhists called and the Nazis supposedly were looking for was Middle Earth. Like Middle Earth is essentially that Earth is not the way we're told. It's like a mantle and stuff like that inside in the core, but that supposedly it's hollow, and then that's what I guess the Nazis and the Buddhists were trying to go to. That's where the Atlanteans eventually, like these essentially these leaders, not the Lemurians, the other individuals, but those leaders all went to the center of the Earth kind of deal. Yeah. Like, or the people that were the same kind of...
Yeah, like a Matrix.
Evolved consciousness.
Like in the Matrix. Are they having rave parties, too, down there?
Yeah.
Like in the Matrix?
Like the Matrix. No, I like The Matrix though because of the idea of what it like expresses as reality. But back onto the topic, Atlanteans though. So I mean, there's been plenty of different topics like or stories told about like what they. I mean, even look at the Stargate universe one. It's like they're tucked away some deep under like ground place, underwater place. It's like some crazy awesome technology there and existent, and they've been around for forever. They're just hiding from society, kind of thing. Like there's all different kinds of.
What about Aquaman?
It's like, well, that's a pretty
Dude,
cool.
he
Like,
come from
Aquaman would
Atlantis?
definitely exists.
Yeah,
from
he's a king of Atlantis, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus,
Dude.
Steve.
He could be. He could have been the only one that stayed behind.
Maybe.
Stayed behind.
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa, man. He's a real.
I don't know. I've seen some stuff on Atlantis, like some documentaries and stuff like that. Like them saying like they supposedly found it, but the thing is, there's so much red tape because it's like supposed to be like under a protective coral reef,
Well, that's convenient.
and like they can't
We found it,
like
but
test
we're not
it.
allowed to test. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like I've
Well, there's
watched
no-
like a lot of those episodes and
Come on.
been disappointed because like people came and said you can't go there, you can't test anything, you can't dig up the coral reef, nothing like. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just a
because
bunch
the
of like.
thing is like if they don't find it, they're like, all right, let's go to another protective. It's probably there, and they won't
Yeah.
stop until everything is
So
just.
so check this out though. So like that guy's story that I was talking about that seems all extreme. He does bring up some topics of things that are like legit, like in the Mayan society and their history. They actually explain the story of the Atlanteans too as well.
Oh,
It
cool.
wasn't just like a Plato thing. And when I go to like recheck, like fact check his shit, some of the stuff was like, whoa, holy shit, okay. As well as like when he talks about like in the stories like Babylon and the other old cities that were written in the Bible that were like believed to be non-existent or myths and stuff,
Yeah.
were later found to be. They found one of these cities, then they found another one of these cities,
Oh,
and in
cool.
those cities too as well was documentation about like humans' history. Was explaining that same exact story too as well, where they're like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about here? Somebody on a completely different side of the world talking about an existence, and so is these Mayan cultures, and like, what is this exactly that they're trying to tie it, And that history was exactly what I just explained, which is like, wait,
Well, I'm just
what? Like,
I'm just throwing this
Look
out
it
there.
all
That
up.
entire story that Rocco just told. I mean,
but then it's like,
how?
no, this doesn't make any sense. Let me go see if this is anything.
Well, no,
here
the thing
happening.
is, I mean, you read the Bible, like it's the same thing. Like it's
No, but
just.
they don't say the same thing.
I know
it's
they
not-
don't say the same thing. I'm just saying it's just like it's a story. You can choose to believe it. You know what I mean? I mean, how I can't.
I don't believe that story. If you want my truth, like I just think that it's like, honestly, it sounds. I would like it
Sounds
better
cool.
as
It
a
just
like
sounds
as
cool.
like a start of like kind of like things that were going down and happening than what we have right now.
You wouldn't want to believe that. I'd like that would be pretty cool.
My wife is using my good rum for the hottie toddies.
The hottie toddies.
Man, she's not feeling the greatest.
Okay.
good. I drank this entire coffee and I'm like not feeling good.
All right, let's get that was great. I think
That was-
we need to slap a
was
big
okay.
old myth on this.
I would put a myth on this one.
I don't believe.
I don't
any
believe
of
that Atlantis
majority of
existed.
the things it
I
said.
think if what it was trying to be delivered as, honestly, I think it was just like anything else. Everything was written in a sense of like a story used to depict something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's all it really was at the end of the day, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's good entertainment.
And
I
then
like
next week we're gonna do
entertainment-wise.
myth
Fun.
or legend on Batman. Is he a myth or a legend?
He's definitely real.
well, yeah. I mean, I've met him, so and there's movies on
I
him.
am Batman.
Yeah.
That's why he's met him.
He came out pretty quick.
Okay, let's go on our final topic.
Yeah.
I think Steve,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
yours, buddy.
Mine's gonna be League of Legends trivia. Trivia.
All right, what happens to
Legends
the
trivia.
loser?
We don't do that.
All right.
You don't say that.
Hey, you don't say that.
All right, I'm just gonna go through these pretty quick. Start off. Let's see. It's gonna be one of those like the quiz like you did last week. We're gonna figure out like at the end who, you know what I mean, who like what we got wrong and who got what right. So this one's for you, Rocco.
Okay.
Since you got hard questions last week, what's the continent where the League of Legends resides called? What continent? Yeah. Is A, Demacia.
Demacia.
Man, okay, there you go. All right, I'm going to put that in there then.
I wouldn't have been able to done it if you didn't give me A, B, and C and stuff.
Okay, well, hey,
gonna be
it's
like-
incorrect. You're incorrect.
Oh, shit's up. Wow, wow, wow.
It's Valorian.
Duh. Fucking
Demacia.
duh.
It's a different continent, I guess he lives in. or
Demacia was
City.
basically a city in Valorian. It's the continent.
whatever, dude.
All right, Clay.
Get your shit together.
Who bears the title of the Thunder's Roar? A. Garen, B. Fizz, C. Ash, D. Kennen, or E. Volibear?
Volleybear.
This was the last one you said, Steve. Yeah, Ash.
Correct. It is
Yeah.
Wait,
Volibear.
Yeah, it's
Oh, what? You said C.
Look at who bears the title.
Yeah.
Roar gave it for me, but that's
I know. Roar gave it to me too. And
really because you didn't say Volleybear, did you?
but I didn't want you to say Volibear.
All right, this one's for me, I guess. Which champions in the game have blinds? A. Heimendinger, B. Lee Sin, C. Teemo, D. Graves, or E. Nocturne? I'm going to
Teemo.
say, well, Teemo, Nocturne kind of has a blind with his alt. Because it's not really a blind, would you guys say?
Mine's everybody, I guess. Though,
Right.
right?
Graves has his W is kind of a blind, right?
All right, this is who doesn't have a blind.
No, who has a blind? Who
Oh,
has
did they?
blinds? Which champions in the game have blinds? So I'm gonna say Nocturne, Graves, and Teemo. Because Nocturne, his alt, he ults in what?
Then you can only choose one.
No, you can choose more than one, but Heimendinger and Teemo. Heimendinger does not have a blind.
And Teemo does. I would have told you, Teemo.
I know Teemo. I picked Teemo.
Okay, keep moving on, bro.
All right, I'm moving on. My bad.
You
Rocco,
lost.
Jesus.
You lost.
is it true that
Not true.
Corky used to have a blind in his skill set? True or false, Rocco?
It is true. He did.
Correct. Since the release of Wukong, the 26th of July 2011, Corky has
That's when I was
had
playing.
his blind removed from his kit. It used to be his Q along with his stealth reveal. He had a stealth reveal. That
And then it went away in a patch back in.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I knew you knew that.
I know.
Okay. Blank is the
No.
only champion, Clay, in the game who can use abilities after he's dead without help from his teammates.
Blank.
Oh, really? There's no multiple choice?
No. Well, think who can die and use abilities after he's dead.
Yeah.
Can I buzz in?
No,
Can I
hold
buzz
on.
in?
Hold on.
Let's see. You had him for a support.
Yep.
Dude, Steve, that's fucking wrong. You can't do that shit.
There's
You
no.
know.
I mean, we're helping each other out. It's not like
No,
it
we're
was
not helping each other
Okay.
out. This is a trivia
Okay.
contest.
Scion.
He wouldn't have known that.
Watch it be somebody else. Like
Well, there's
Not
other
even-
people. Like, doesn't Kog'Maw, that when he dies, he can run at someone and explode?
can, but
He
it's
can't
not.
do
He
abilities.
can't use his other abilities.
Right.
And Yorick. I don't know
Trendemir.
too much about Yorick.
Trendemir-
Oh
No, he can
no,
be one.
Trendemir doesn't die though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, let's try Scion. Incorrect.
Scion TC.
Oh my God! Correct
I'm-
answers. Karthus.
Oh.
He can use all of his other abilities.
Very interesting.
Scion can only just hit. That's what it's saying.
But
right?
I thought he could charge.
Nope, can't charge nothing.
Okay.
All right, for me, you teleport to Jarvan's E. True. I guess I don't know anything about Jarvan. Do you guys know anything about Jarvan?
He's the dude with the pole arm.
Yeah. So yeah, I was right. Funny thing, I found out about a random one day. Seems odd, but yeah, you can teleport to it.
Okay.
So like when he throws down his E or something, his little thing, you can teleport to that thing. I didn't know that. That'd be pretty cool though.
Cool.
All right, Rocco. Blank is the only champion who has officially been killed by another champion. This one's pretty good because I don't know this one.
Officially in the canon, like the lore?
Like in the lore, is the only champion that has officially been killed by another champion.
Thresh.
You think Thresh?
I don't know. I don't know any of them.
He is kinda dead.
He
Who-
looks
do-
kind of dead, though. you
Yeah,
know?
he is
But
dead.
Nasus is also dead, right? I mean, isn't he like a
No,
living? No.
No.
He's living. What?
Fiddlesticks is dead.
Yeah.
Maybe Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks.
Oh wait, in this recent patch, remember Gangplank killed somebody, or was it Gangplank? He was dead for a while. Remember? You couldn't play Gangplank or Twisted Fate for a while. I don't know.
Mumu is a mummy. I mean, he's dead too, right?
Oh, this is crazy. Earth the Manatee. Warwick killed him, skinned him, and wore his body as an armor. Warwick even has a skin for it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I remember the Earth the Manatee thing. I read about
Is
it.
Earth gonna come back then if he's dead?
No, well, he's in skins and everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also
That's
have an
why-
Earth mode, like
That's true.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have got
Okay.
that one.
Jesus, Warwick.
That was definitely difficult.
That was a tough
internet. Internet, Steve.
one. I know. I'm trying.
Internet, Steve.
Okay, sorry. Fill in the blanks. Which? Okay, this one's for Rocco. Oh, my
No,
internet. My
I just already.
camera. My bad.
You already watched me.
All right. Okay, so Clay, which of these
I just went.
champions? Okay, me. Which of these champions are aligned with Noxus, aka which faction do they belong to? Ugh. Is it Riven, Darius, Brand, Kogoth, Scion, and Talon? I have no idea.
What faction do they belong?
Yeah.
What are the
Which
options?
of these champions are aligned with Noxus? And that is Riven, Darius, Brand, Kogoth, Scion, and Talon. Noxus sounds like it's like bad.
Scion. Yeah.
I would say Kogoth, Scion, and Darius, you think?
I mean, Darius is pretty.
Or Brand.
Kogoth, Scion, and Brand. Yeah, they're all kind of like
Yeah, like evil.
unnatural things.
No, it was Darius, Scion, and Talon. Brand and Kogoth not.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I don't play League for the lore. This is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I know,
mean,
you
well,
don't
a lot
know
of
this,
people
yeah.
actually love the lore, though. Like, you
Really?
actually read the lore. Yeah, like, apparently, I guess Thresh and Lucian don't like each other because Thresh killed his wife or something. I
Yeah,
think
there's stuff all behind it.
Which
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
funny
like,
because he's like a support character with Lucian.
Yeah.
That should not be.
And what's his name? What's her name? Who did I play with the big gloves all the time?
Oh,
No,
Vi.
Vi. It was
She's
like
actually a policewoman.
she is a police now, but she used to be like a burglar and stuff like that, like a bad person with their gloves and whatnot. And Caitlyn, who is a cop.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Caitlyn was a cop and like got her like to become like her whatever you call it, partner in
Yeah.
crime. Yeah.
I
Okay,
think something
Rocco.
happened with Varus and Vi. I was reading about, but
It's
What,
kind of cool
they
though,
dance
isn't it?
together?
Like you're just
Is that-
like what?
no. Varus is in charge of protecting something, but he died.
I want to
or
read more
something.
about the lore. I think this would be freaking cool. Like, the story.
Yeah.
You'd probably love it more.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next
All
one?
right. Was this for Rock? Yeah, Rocco.
Yep.
Ash and Trendemir leased the Avarosa ice flow. It's a river to blank for 9,000 years.
What?
No.
What?
To who? To who? Who they leased it to? This is leased. I don't know. You can't see it.
They leased a river.
Yeah.
What? They're putting finances into this? What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Skip
What
that
is-
question. Let's get on to a different one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's Gragas.
okay.
Or whatever. I don't know.
I don't even know how you lease a river.
I don't know.
No. That's wrong.
Well, if you own it, you can lease it, right?
Nah.
It's kind of like a.
Ash comes in and a get up and is like, all right, let's get a
With
bank loan.
Trendemir?
Yeah,
With
let's
Trendemir? Like they're like, yo, we
Yeah.
we got
this
this
piece.
together.
All right, we split on this piece.
Makes no
Let's
sense.
go.
Alright.
Let's sell this out. Let's lease this
Rocco.
out to Rakus.
Speaking of Gragas, a question or two back, what his special drink's called? It's known worldwide across Valoran. Valoran. A. Gragas Sunday Brew. B. Graggy Grog. C. Magic Grog. D. Graggy Ice. Or E. Gragas Grog Groggy.
What was B?
That's what I'm
It was
going with. B.
Graggy Grog.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Yeah, B.
Graggy Grog?
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this. Incorrect.
Damn.
It was Graggy Ice.
No.
Ah,
Yes.
that's dumb.
That's funny.
Yeah,
like
should've
Natty
known.
Ice?
Yeah.
Graggy Ice. It's okay.
That's what I was like. They should have went with
That's what
something
it is.
else.
Alright, Clay.
Yo.
Which champion is the owner of sunscreen brand? A sunscreen brand. Misfortune, Fiora, Tarek, Udyr, or Garen? I guess this card ties into lore. We don't really
I
know a
think
lot.
Tarek, right? Because he's all about the ice. I mean, I would imagine he would want some sunscreen. He's pretty pale
Well, it
too.
says which is the owner of a sunscreen brand.
Yeah. Oh.
Misfortune, Fiora, Tarek, Udyr, or Garen.
I'm gonna say Tarek. Yeah. Tarek
Why?
sunscreen.
It's Tarek sunscreen.
It,
It just sounds good. Yeah, it is right. On the Surfer Singe skin artwork, Tarek is on the cover of the bottle called Tarek Sunscreen Tan or something along those lines.
What? You would have had to have seen that to know that.
Well,
he's just an ice-based dude, right? Like, it doesn't sound like he's
Yeah.
very sun-friendly. So
No.
Oh.
it made sense.
that does make sense actually.
Give him sunscreen.
Give him some
If you want to.
sunscreen.
Okay.
Dang, you got that one right. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad at
Good
all.
like that, man.
Good,
All right, this
good
is for me.
critical thinking.
Blank is the only champion in the game who has crowd control reduction and a gap closer.
Can you define crowd control reduction? Like, he can get out of roots and stuff? Or...
Yeah, I'm guessing crowd control reduction because I know you can get boots to get crowd control
Right.
reduction.
So, okay, so it must mean he can get out. So, he's the only character in the game that does crowd control reduction and a gap closer.
And a gap closer, so you can close the gap after a Mumu.
Ooh.
No, how
Yeah?
does he get out?
Because he can Q and grab the person real
Okay,
quick.
but how does he
and then
then-
cool down or crowd?
he can use it to get back out. He's Q back.
Yeah,
to
but
get back out.
Lucian falls under that because he can dash in and dash out.
You're right, but he doesn't have a crowd control.
Who can get out of roots? Who has an ability that
LeBlanc?
gets them out of roots?
I don't know.
Sivir
I
can
just pressed
block
next.
the roots.
Irelia.
Yeah, right. 'Cause she
yeah.
can dash. And
Yeah.
I've seen her get out of. Yeah, she's. Ugh,
The
that's-
Will of Blades. She does that. She actually. Yeah. Holy crap. I didn't even think about
She
that.
gets out of roots.
She is tough. She's
yeah,
tough.
man. I didn't know that. That's really good.
I was
gonna
gonna say Fiora too, which is like kind of very similar.
or
Her-
like Yi, because Yi can like do the
Yeah.
thing where he like attacks an enemy.
Yeah, and his
But it-
R, he can't be slowed at all. Or
Oh.
stunned or something like that. That's probably a good one too.
Yeah.
All right, Rock.
yeah.
Blank used to be called the Cask Master. CASK. Blank used to be called the Cask Master.
The
Cask.
cask master.
What is a cask?
I have no idea.
a cask master?
You know what a cask is? Like it's a
Cask.
casket?
The
Casket?
cask master. Oh, I have to come up with that. There's no ABC.
Yeah.
It looks.
No.
Shh.
Cask is a keg. This is easy.
Oh, okay.
Gragas.
Gragas. Let's try it. Yeah, cat.
Ooh.
I was gonna say casket. It is
or-
Gragas.
Okay. It could have also been what's his face?
Who?
Gangplank, because he uses those barrels.
Oh yeah, he does. That's pretty good. Okay. Ah, damn. This question should have been for Rock. Okay. Clay.
Yeah.
Morgana was initially to be called Morgana blank. Two characters.
What is it? What, like 2 letters?
No, 2 characters. I'm guessing. Well, maybe it says 2 characters. It was
What?
initially to be called Morgana blank.
I don't know what they mean in. Yeah, 2 characters, like. Yeah, like 2 at the.
2 words. I mean 2 letters.
Right.
Is it 2 letters?
Yeah.
2 characters would be 2 letters.
That's a very
And like Morgana Law or Morgana. I don't know. There's
Morgana Law. Let's
yeah
see.
Law like L.A. or Morgana.
Dude, if you're right on this,
Morgana not.
Morgana Lee.
Ah. Fuck.
Dude,
That
that
was
is
pretty
crazy.
close,
That makes much
It was
more
supposed
sense.
to be Morgana Lee Fey.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be her full name. All right, this one's for me. She has also been called Morgana blank 3 characters. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna put Faye because that was the last question, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
What is it?
Hex.
Morgana Hex.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right, Rocco. Name the reworked champions: Xin Zhao, Vladimir, Shaco, Garen, Jax, Oriana, or Irelia.
Or one.
No,
All
you
of-
get. Yeah, you get to name all of them.
All of them.
Reworked champions.
All of them been reworked.
Okay, reworked means from the ground up.
All
not
of them.
patching.
Okay.
Who you got?
Zinzao,
Yeah.
Vladimir,
Jax.
Jax.
Did he get? I thought it. And then Aurelia too, right?
I
I
think
would
so.
say
Yeah.
Aurelia, not Oriana.
Or Zinzao, Vladimir definitely got reworked. I
Yeah,
don't
just
know how
not Oriana
You say okay,
Not
Jax.
Shaco?
and not Shaco.
So Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it was Zinzao, Garen, and Jax. I guess this isn't up to date because Vladimir just got reworked probably 2 weeks ago. But you would have been right, so I'm gonna say that's right. So the only one you missed was Irelia.
No, we said Aurelia.
Oh, and Garen. Garen, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, we missed Garen. We said Aurelia though.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Part 1 of 2. Urgot was about to be executed, blank to be continued in the next. This stupid question.
What? Yeah.
Stupid. Stupid. My bad. Stupid. I don't like the way this thing's been put up at all. I don't like it at all. It's not good. Yes. All right,
like
Clay. Demasia's special forces in charge of protecting the monarchs is called blank, and it's 3 words.
The special forces name?
Yeah, Demasia's special forces in charge of protecting the monarchs is called blank, 3 words. So I'm guessing the special name of the special forces.
Oh, dude.
Something of valor. Of valor.
Yeah, I don't. I have no clue. No clue.
Smite of valor.
Sure. let's do
Smite
that.
of Valor. Let's try that. I wish these were fucking what's it called questions.
Multiple choice. Yeah.
The Daunting Vanguard.
Okay. I
I
wonder
know
who's.
anything about the lore. All right, Rocco.
I think Vi is part of that, isn't she?
What am I doing?
No, I know she is. Okay,
I'm
Rocco. Garen's last name is.
Garen Avellino.
Yeah.
right.
Garen
Come on, I know you're good at creative.
Triforce.
Triforce. There you go. They named a
That's
weapon
good.
after him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably gonna be like Tim.
Tiberius.
Oh,
Garen
Crown
Tim.
Guard.
Crown
Crown
Guard.
Guard.
Crown
That
Guard. That
sounds-
sounds pretty good.
yeah.
Garen Crown Guard.
I like
That
that.
sounds like Garen.
Garen asshole.
Yeah.
I like it.
People just.
All right, Clay.
Yo.
Dodged used to be a stat found on items. Dodged worked like crit, that it had a chance of processing, and it could be stacked up to 100 times. True or false?
True.
You knew this. You knew this by off. It is. It's very true. You're correct.
I
You're
remember
correct.
reading about it.
Yeah. All right, Rocco. One word.
Love.
It just says blank
Love.
used to be the only champion who truly benefited from stacking 100% dodge, and it was very popular strategy on him. Pick one
On
champion.
him.
50.
It was Yi.
I was gonna say yeah.
You think Yi?
But or would it be a tank? No, it'd be like an assassin, right?
It was Jax.
What? Makes no
Think
sense.
about it. Well, go with his W.
Oh,
that.
I don't know anything about his. Okay.
Well, his
What do
W
you
is
do?
the
You
thing
wave
that goes
with his
twirls
W?
around. No, he twirls it around his head.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
And stuns
Gotcha.
everybody.
He's like,
Alright,
hey
Clay.
guys, his W just waves to the other team. Usually
Clay,
they should
what-
make a guy like that. That's just like a really happy dude.
Hello, how's it going?
His
Well,
abilities
the
are like, hi, hug.
Blank is
Hugs
the
like
mastermind behind the flying machine that Corky uses in battle.
Who's the mastermind behind it?
Heimerdinger.
All right.
Oh, that's a good
That
one.
would be a good one, yeah. This is gonna be good. Correct.
Yes.
Clay is awesome.
Clay is awesome.
Okay, got time
All right.
for one more question.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Because we only got 13 seconds. Back during season 1, it was for about 2.5 months, possibly to double cast blank alt if you used smart cast and had over 150 MS.
We don't know. We have no
Okay.
idea.
No.
Vlad.
Okay.
What
Annie.
would Annie? She could
That was
use her
good.
abilities.
She can
That was good.
she can have 2 of those guys?
Gosh,
Yeah.
that would have been
Alright.
really messed up season 1 to be around with that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, as
So-
long as I got 150 MS and above, I'm good. I can drop 2 of these guys. Like,
Jeez.
oh my gosh.
How'd we do?
All right, so apparently we got 44 out of a possible 188 points.
Yeah, we
So we got
pretty bad
7
here.
correct answers.
Out of
We got
30?
14 incorrect questions. Yeah. So yeah,
we're
we
good.
did pretty good.
We're good
yeah.
at lower.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Well, that was a great little trivia. I learned more about League of Legends lore, stuff like that.
exactly. Or
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
All right. Guys, this has been another episode of the Everything and Nothing Show. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Next week, we'll have another episode for you with another 5 different topics. Again, those topics can be found on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Maelstrom channel, where everything is free. And, of course, you can get some of that stuff early, as well as go in and support us with as little as $1 at patreon.com/MaelstromGamers. I wanted to bring up one last thing. I mentioned Joe Belovsky, and I did not... I forgot what it was exactly, the name that he's working. It's called Handcrafted Grains. You can go to etsy.com/shop/handcraftedgrains, and you can see a ton of stuff. I'm not joking. He's got, like, it's basically, it's wood art decor. And he's got, dude, he's got, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's
Sorry,
got Batman,
one more time.
Godzilla.
One more time.
What it is, or where you go?
The web address, yeah.
It's etsy.com/shop/handcraftedgrains. And dude, he's got Star Wars, he's got Godzilla, he's got Pokemon, he's got Alliance, Horde, he's got a ton of different stuff. It's really well done. I think you guys, if you're looking for something to like hang up on your wall, or whatever, in your man cave, like definitely check it out. Super talented. It's all
if you
painted
do check
and
it
polished.
out and you decide to like it or comment, tell them where
Yeah.
you saw it.
Be like Maelstrom Gamers sent us here.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks again, Joe, for all your support. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to be like him, be awesome. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and post. We want to hear from you. We want to spread the love. I think we've fallen a spot on iTunes. We're now number 16 on top podcast from 15. So
Fallen.
let's get better. And let's get back up to that 15 spot. I really want to see us continue to grow.
You got it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Keep getting there.
thanks everyone for hearing and listening. Also, we also stream video games to show off our mediocre gaming skills. So we're not the best. We're certainly not the worst, but we are
Entertaining.
Yeah, that
Do
was,
it. We
that was
did
like
it.
the
We finally
best
did it.
way. That was
We
really
did
good. Dang.
Yeah, we did. We
I'm
did do it.
impressed. Okay. Sweet. So we're doing stuff like whispers, where we go on and play League, but we can only whisper, and we tell bad dag jokes and all this other stuff. We try to make it fun time. We drink a little bit. It's good. We also want to play with you guys. So hop on, add us. You can find our handles in the description below. And yeah, come join us. Come play with us. In the meantime, like I said, keep thinking about everything and nothing. It's been an honor to entertain you. Peace. Take care. Chicken wings. Joe, appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
want
it.
to start calling out other people who are liking and posting, reposting our stuff via Twitter or Facebook. So look out for that coming up. So I told about the ways that you can get it for free, the ways that you can support us. The other free way to support us, like I was just saying, is comment, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I will shout out for the person who does it the most every week. And that should be it. That's the spiel. Let's get started.
Spiel.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's start with my topic. I got the thing in the mail that happens every end of the summer. No, not even end of the summer. Usually, in my experience, it happens somewhere in September. But it was
Anthrax?
yes, and I
hate
smelt
those.
it because I thought it was sugar. I thought it was powdered sugar.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I was
You
hungry.
thought it was something else.
Right, I was really hankering for some donuts, and dude, I just seizured immediately.
But thank goodness X was there.
Yeah,
right?
so X was there. He drove me to the hospital, my
Yeah,
7-month-old,
I know.
and
Yeah.
he helped me in the
But
hospital. helped
before
me
that
and
happened, he had to wake you up with the smell of his poop.
I was
right?
out, and so
Yeah.
he had no idea.
He had to put
He
that
barely
butt down there.
talks, so he just had to whiff.
I had no idea this
something
was going
fierce.
this far.
What's
I had
happening?
no idea.
Yeah,
What's happening? We're in the car.
I think
X
Rocco and
got
I
me
are
in the
playing
car.
chicken right now, and who's gonna? What are we? I will stop because the thought of my son waving his dirty diaper in my face to wake me up is
Dad,
probably
wake
as far
up.
as I'll go.
Dad, wake up! You're having a seizure.
Yes. No. I got basically a letter that, or a promo for Halloween ornaments, and I was like, God damn it, it's starting! It's already starting. This fucking shit's. And then it got me thinking. I was like, oh my God.
That's true.
Like I'm pretty sure I saw like I'm almost positive it was Christmas light bulbs as well, and I was like, Jesus, like
No.
when is Christmas? Like, is Christmas coming too early? Is my topic. Is Christmas coming too early? And so I wanted to look up a couple statistics about just like Christmas in general, because it got me thinking. I was like, all right, like why? What is it about Christmas that like there's got to be a reason why they want to keep doing it earlier and earlier, right? So I was just looking on Statista.com, which is a really great site. You can pay for it if you want to like get all of the stuff, but they do have some free things that you can kind of just like scope out too.
Okay.
And I ended up finding some interesting statistics about the Christmas holiday. This is not about like the religion of Christmas. This is strictly the business statistics side of Christmas,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
let's see. We got some fun little tidbits, right? And I'll stop to talk about them a little bit. 2013 generated $2 trillion in retail sales, aka 19.2% of the retail industry's total sales. I was watching Xander the 2 days I took off from work, and my back is killing me because of holding him all day. I'm not used to that. So I was like, dude, I can't. I'm tired. I'm not working out. So I'll have to do it today, though. Anyway.
You've been working out too? I gotta get in the gym.
Yeah, dude. I work out every other day, man. I mean, it's nothing. I do 2 sets, 2 exercises per body part. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's
I
really
still gotta.
nothing.
I
It's
still gotta.
something, but
I
it's
still
nothing.
gotta do it though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, look, guys, if you're wondering what the hell this is all about, why we're talking, and you're like, well, I don't know, what did I stumble into? This is the Maelstrom Gamers Everything and Nothing podcast show. Each one of the Maelstrom Gamers hop on to Skype, each bringing a topic for our discussion, but more importantly, for your entertainment. There's 5 topics total, no matter how many Maelstrom Gamers end up coming on the show. You can be guaranteed there'll be 5 topics, and each topic is its own daily topic, should I say? Monday through Friday. Topic will be on YouTube. And you can get all of that for free on youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel. And on Saturday, all those topics are rolled up into one. You get the whole episode. So maybe, you don't want to watch them one by one. You want to watch the whole thing. You can wait till Saturday and do that. That's, again, free. If you'd like it a little bit earlier, right, the MP3, the podcast video, and you want to support us, there's patreon.com/Maelstrom Gamers. You can give us as little as $1. Just $1, one time only. You just tip jar it, man. Just tip jar it. If you find us, like listening to us is fun, entertaining, throw that $1 in there. Give us that tip. It's really helpful and appreciative. You also get the chance to get your topic on the show.
Chance. Because we're gonna have to pick out a name.
We're gonna roll it up.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see. Here's the other thing. I want to do another shout out. So we did Renee because she was doing liking and shared, and I noticed a buddy of mine, Joe Belovsky, who has his own business.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm ill prepared. I should definitely find that out. I'll give a shout out next time. But he's been liking and sharing a lot of our stuff, so I really want to give a shout out to Joe. He's got his
much
own,
appreciated. Appreciate the love, man. I've been watching it too.
His business is crafting like custom like plaque or materials or like wall kind of ornaments based on like stuff that you like, but mostly it's video game related, right? Like, so I've seen just incredible polished like trident stuff that you can just hang on your wall, or like Mortal Kombat dragon.
Being in the South, I'm used to like that being like animals up on the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you're saying this is something totally different, like
it's like a
wall ornament, but done in the way like a gamer would love.
Yeah, I mean it's
cool.
either made out of metal or like wood, and then like polished and like painted, really. So you can get like the Mortal Kombat like symbol.
Yeah.
If you just want to hang that up in your like your guy cave or whatever, your big Mortal Kombat fan, or whatever you have an arcade in your garage.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so he does some of that stuff. He's a really talented guy. Work with him a little bit too. Anyway, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the Everything and Nothing Show. I'm just one of your hosts with the mostest, Clayton Kisco. I have no funny tagline or wrestling thing to attach to, so I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm accompanied, of course, by the rest of the Maelstrom Gamers. With us today on this podcast, we have the bad boy, Steve Landis.
What's up? I don't have anything.
What you want? What you want? What you want?
I just realized that your box that I have is just a little bit too. There we go. Okay.
A little bit too what?
You were just a little bit into the other box that was empty, so I
think I
just fixed
move
that
around
really
a
quick.
lot from my box. You have to make sure my box is.
I
a little
know,
bit,
dude.
I'm
It's
like, what up?
You. Alan sometimes does it too. You guys are crazy. You drive me nuts.
Wiggle worms.
You have no idea the pain. Ian knows a little bit because he had to do it.
You gotta track it.
And last but not least,
The most amazing.
the most amazing, handsome,
The most purified water
talented,
drinking motherfucker.
purified
in the
water
world.
drinking MRFer, the heartthrob, Rocco Avellino. Wait,
That was
what
the
was
heart,
that?
by the way, if you didn't notice.
Right. I wasn't sure if
It
it
was
was
the Rob.
Harlem
It was the
This
Rob.
Shake or
The
for
southern
sure.
beat's so strong.
Guys, I don't want to jump into business right away. I want to know how you guys are doing. I want to know what to
Okay.
do in your lives. And
Okay.
also, most importantly, I want to know what you're playing.
Little table talk. Little table talk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my back is killing me right now because I've been doing like 3 days of some major yard work going on. Like I'm trying to like that list of all those things that pile up, those to-do lists that you're like, man, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. And a month goes by. That's what I've been trying to cram in the past 3 days. So like my body's shot right
Jesus.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my lower back, everything. It was like cleaning out the greenhouse to like removing all the soil that was in there to put it outside into a compost pile because we're gonna make a whole new aquaponic system. To getting out there and cleaning up the yard and stuff like that with all the trees that we had cut previously that have now grown back up. I've had to recut, like just a bunch of different stuff. And now my back's like, ugh.
How many days are you taking off?
No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm
Today.
Oh,
right?
actually, today might be the day because we're gonna go out with my brother and stuff like that. So it's
Cool.
like our first night to be able to go out in a while and like kind of get
Yeah.
drunk and we'll see what happens.
You're gonna be so sore. You're gonna be so dry. Your legs are just gonna fold underneath you. You're like, I'm jello.
Having kids, man, it doesn't happen like that anymore. So like,
Yeah.
the opportunity, you just like you get hammered a lot faster than you
Oh my
expect.
God,
to.
dude, one beer.
It hurts so bad.
One beer in it, yeah. Theoretically, one day out of the year generates 20% of all of the sales in the United States, retail sales.
Wow.
That's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts that I don't know, our culture has created something like this, right? Like that we just this is the day that we spend on people. Speaking of spend on people, the average dollar amount spent on Christmas cards is $30.
On Christmas cards?
Yeah. The
Well, I don't
average
know.
person
I don't-
spends $30
I
on
guess
Christmas
we
cards.
send out Christmas cards, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not a
That's
big
so
card person.
crazy.
Sarah is.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten really.
That's
I've
what I'm
gotten
saying. I
better
don't
at
know
giving
if
cards, but-
we do or not. I don't. Yeah.
Do you guys? Even
I'll tell you.
is-
I'll tell you whose card though is on my fridge though. Is Yukiko and Alan's card still on my
That is
fridge?
see now that is amazing, but they took the
Because
time
they did
and
they
effort
do a
into
really
it.
good job. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think they probably pay a little bit more than $35 on average though to send out their cards.
I think that's okay because if that's your thing, that's your thing.
No, that's okay.
But
I'm
most
just
people
saying,
get that card like yeah okay, and then they throw it out the same day.
I'm
Like,
just
is it really
saying
worth it?
$35 on average is a lot for
That's
just
a lot of coffees.
Yeah.
That's $30. You can go out and get a good brunch.
I mean, if you're cool with that, that's cool.
Brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
brunch.
What?
Who gets brunch?
Brunch.
Dude, who doesn't get brunch?
Brunch is
Steve,
amazing,
where
Steve.
Are you? Do you even have a topic, Steve?
I'm a Leonard guy.
Don't even linter me. Don't linter me. Don't you dare.
Yeah, I'm Leonard.
Oh, you are in world hurt.
Hey, so can you go back over that statistic again? You said the 20% in one day of sales. You're saying for the one event or one day?
Well, it's the one
saying
event,
that-
but like it's
that-
for
yeah,
a
the
one
20
day,
yeah, I
right?
gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
this one day you're gonna
20%
get.
of sales done are in the entire
Well, if-
year are done in that for that one day event. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
dude,
That's a lot.
CVS, like we're already starting to put up Halloween stuff.
Oh, great, yeah, because you.
And the thing is right as soon as Halloween's over,
It's Christmas time, right?
no, the Thanksgiving stuff, like
Okay,
no,
no,
well,
I don't think you're right about
they
that.
put up the Christmas stuff like immediately right after. It doesn't matter, like
right after what? Halloween?
right after Halloween. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
They put Christmas stuff
I
right
remember
up after
a day.
Halloween.
I remember a day when after Thanksgiving, Christmas came on.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not crazy now.
So it was just for the
We're
one
playing,
month.
like,
It's
Christmas
it
music
started like
and
December the
everything.
Oh,
1st.
for fuck's
Then it was
sake.
like December the 1st is when like it was like okay, this is marketing for Christmas time. So they started putting that stuff out. And I mean that was a little bit more realistic because you're like, all right, it's giving me like 3 weeks to prepare. Let me go get my stuff if I want, put it all up before the event.
It's ridiculous.
But
So-
now they're like like Steve-O just said, right after
Yeah, right after, man.
Halloween,
So-
it's all up.
So this is a related statistic, right? promotions begin on October 1st. So Christmas promotions that begin on October 1st account for 15%. That's incredible.
It's like you take 3 days to recover now.
So all right. So what are you playing, Rocco?
Okay, so I'm playing. I picked up No Man's Sky recently.
We're gonna talk about that a little later.
Okay. So I've been playing that one. Obviously, still doing my Smite thing. It has a lot to do with not the internet connection for me, not doing the League, which is.
So
I got that.
Yeah.
Okay. So internet went down because of a lightning storm last night. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I think it actually fried our router / DSL modem. I have to go buy another one because it's not working right now. That's why the internet went down. I was like, guys, I'm gonna get on. Okay. Something's not.
Do you have a
No,
surge?
you're not.
Do you have
No,
a
you're
surge protector?
No, I do. So it didn't come through. I guess not through the power, but possibly through the DSL phone line. Okay, because that doesn't have like that. It's not
happens.
plugged into like I don't have a surge protector that plugs into that phone one that goes into the cord.
I'm not
So
gonna lie. This sounds like I had the homework, but my dog ate it.
no. I have a surge protector, but it doesn't have the one
The
that.
phone line
like-
thing, I don't
See,
believe.
the surge
for a
protector's
second.
by the modem.
How can it not?
and
How can it not through?
Or-
Like
Because I've never heard
surge
anybody be
to
like,
the
"Yeah,
phone?
I was gonna call you, but the lightning storm destroyed my phone, and I have to buy a new phone." When have you ever heard somebody have to go out and buy a new landline?
just now.
shit. It's kind of
Like,
true,
that
but it's
doesn't-
plugged into a surge protector. I don't know why I would have fried.
I don't know, man.
Unless
Maybe
the
the
internet-
router was shitty to
Yeah.
begin with, and that's why you had bad internet. You just
No.
needed to get better.
It was the top of the line DSL router modem thing that I could get. It was $120 from Best Buy. It was the best one they got. I was like, bam, I'll get it. And then
Ugh.
it's been like 6 months. And
All right, so you're gonna buy a new router, and then you're gonna test the new USB to Ethernet cable, and
Got
then
it.
we're gonna see if you can even get on.
I'll be leaking it up. And then you're gonna be like, oh, support what? Like the best
That'd be cool.
support in the world.
I had to
Yeah.
support GoVarus the other day, so I banned him, and then he went Scion, and I was like, "Great, this is great. We're having a great time already." And then like it shut down, thankfully, and I got to like
He was
re-queue up.
support Scion.
Yeah.
He's not that bad if he plays him right. You know what I mean? Like he probably wasn't playing him right though.
Well, we didn't even get to play.
Oh well,
good.
trolls.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
trolls. Usually under
That's how the
bridges,
game
but
is.
not always.
That's how the game
Mm.
is.
That's how the
That's all it is.
Steve knows all about those trolls.
Yeah. Steve, what have you been up to?
Being on himself.
Just working out and playing League and working.
You still been doing the workout thing, huh? Hardcore?
No, not hardcore. I actually cut down
bro,
to
what
like
happened?
3 days a week now.
What happened?
I was like, there was my pain in my shoulder, like a nerve or something like that. It started coming back a little bit, and then I kind of like took off a little bit, and then I just been going back.
At least
Like
you're
two days a
at
week.
least you're
That's
doing
how it
something.
happens.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take yesterday off. My back.